Try this new way. All right, welcome everybody to Blood on the Clocktower. We're going to try this again. We're going to try and win. We're probably not going to win. I am apparently evil. I do not understand how that works because somebody said we know no for evil. Beats me. Anyways, I am Draco. Shout out to Dragon I know, although it's spelled slightly different. Each night, choose a player. They die. Once per game, if 5 or more players live, you may kill their living neighbor as well. How exciting. So we will wait and see where the rest of my team is.
Guild Draco, the demon. The
Yeah.
median is Michael and Alex.
Michael and Alex?
Yes. The Bluff are the princess, the rook, and the cup bearer.
Oh, he left quick. Oh, there he's back. Okay, and I don't do anything tonight, right?
Yes.
Nope. Okay, great. Thanks. For nothing. You made me evil. I got the 2. Michael and Andreas. They are my minions. Who knows what kind of minions they are?
Wait, hold on. Can everyone go back to their room? Just to double check something. Okay.
Who knows what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'll keep the background the same then.
Took me a long time. Yeah, because at the end of the night, I have to wait for a decent amount of time to think of all the information for Pretender Majesty and the Bad Majesty. So I have to wait a decent amount of time. So it's probably take longer than you thought because I mostly don't visit you guys during the night, but I visit the treatments. Okay.
Are we waiting on someone?
Nope. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. This is day 1. So.
Oh,
this day 1.
Phone.
So.
That's nice.
Let the game start. You have 8 minutes for this. No, I will give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes for discussion for whispering.
Adela and Michael.
Starting now.
Adela and Michael, I have some good news for you. There's no Morgana in the game.
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, how do you guys know that?
Yahoo.
Chris, you want to
Me
talk?
and you? What?
We're not evil.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Well, we can get our bluff rolls after this.
Chris literally
Okay.
just asked, how do we know that?
Kwame.
Yeah.
My room, Chris.
He would.
Down.
Okay.
Me and you?
Yeah, that makes me suspect Chris, Jason.
It makes us
Why?
suspect Chris, but he wasn't.
I'll come to you, Kwame.
He wasn't
I'll come
really
to you.
around when the roles were being explained.
Yeah.
So.
I
That
do
is
not know
true.
any of the roles yet. Calm down, everybody.
Okay,
I just need to know what's going on.
Yeah, so
Morgana
when-
makes everyone evil except the Majesties. So we wouldn't know there's a Morgana if we were given a townsfolk
I'll be told
or
we're
an
evil
outsider.
townsfolk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Dude, everyone suspects you already.
I know. Because I don't know it. I missed the rolls.
So the Morgana is the one that I am.
Oh, you're the Morgana. So
No,
wait, they just said that everybody would be evil then.
I can't actually bluff being the Morgana because you would know that I was the Morgana. So I'm gonna have to say I'm the Yispadaden.
Ah, you're the Yispadaden.
The Morgana, if the Morgana is in play, then actually everyone is evil, and you're just trying to fool the Majesty. Is the point? So literally every one of us would have been visited and told you're evil,
except for the Majesty.
The one person that's the Majesty, or the person that thinks they're the Majesty. You could have the pretender. That would be the crappiest thing ever. They would think they're the Majesty. They get all false information, and everyone is evil except for them.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Being the pretender is probably worse, but being Morgana is even bad.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know who the evil is?
Kill the Majesty.
Right. Yes. Well, don't you know who the Majesty? It says you start knowing the Majesty.
No, I don't know who the Majesty is.
You said you're the Yispadaden.
Oh yeah, that was my.
I'm reading the roll.
I'm actually a different role. My goal is to kill the princess, or to kill the Majesty.
You want to kill the princess or the Majesty?
The Majesty. I'm the princess, and I need to kill the princess, kill the Majesty, so that I can learn who a character is.
Oh, okay.
If the Majesty dies, then I get the one piece of information.
Oh.
So I want to kill the Majesty.
Good luck with that. If I was the Majesty, I would never tell you who I am now.
Dude, I don't know what I don't know. I think this game sucks.
Yeah, this one's very confusing.
Dude, I don't know anything. You don't want to read the rules?
I read like 3 rules before this match. You know, this is going to get us both killed, right?
What's your role? Well, they already suspect you. Maybe I should go talk to Doug.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you want to die with me?
Not particularly. No, that's stupid. No, well, the thing is it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people that think a lot of things, and like Adele is like, actually, I suspect you if you don't know why the Morgana. Like, dude, if you were the Morgana, that would be your only role, and you would actually understand it.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, and also, if you were Morgana, well, so clearly you're not. You're just the other evil. But the point is that everybody's stupid, and everybody makes a lot of gut conclusions. Like Jason's like, well, you didn't understand that role, so clearly you're evil. And it's like, because clearly evil people always know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. And literally, I came in near the end of him explaining stuff, and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm trying to just get into the script thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'll tell you, I actually enjoy giving my information up early. So like one person, not everybody. Do you just want to know what my role is?
Thought you already told me.
What?
Weren't you the princess?
No, that was the bluff. I'm Yispadaden.
No, I already knew that you said the Yispadaden.
Oh, I need to come up with a new one every time. I'm the Jabberwocky now.
No, Yispadaden's fine. We're gonna kill you.
That actually would be a mistake if you're good.
That's what you keep saying. You say that all the time. You're like, I'm the evil guy. Yeah, but don't kill me. That would make a bad mistake.
Well, you might be evil. I don't know.
That's true. If I was, I wouldn't believe your Yispadaden story.
All right. Dude, I do not even know how to play this game. I think I'm getting worse at it every time.
Every time the rules change, I get confused. So I'm just planning on
I'm going to go try to talk to Doug.
Okay, that's fair.
Get killed for talking all day.
There you go.
Doug, I need to talk to you.
Okay, sure. Why not? I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Jason Guami, me and Yahoo are going to talk.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's all good. You don't have to. I pay attention.
I'll go to your garden.
So, Kwame, I'm suspecting Scotty a little bit because literally there was just a 20-minute conversation.
No, it's not Scotty.
I'm suspecting him a little bit because how did he not understand why there's no Morgana in play?
The same reason I did. I totally.
Yes, but as soon as I blinked you through it, you figured it out without having to read through every roll again.
That's true. I did.
20-minute conversation about it.
Does anyone want to talk?
I'll
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to listen.
Yeah, I'll be in my room. Do you want to join me?
Yeah.
Find it. There it is.
God.
So that's my suspicion. Even though I know you say he's good, but that's my off the bat suspicion. Chris, you too, unfortunately.
Yeah. I know.
You were there for the 20-minute conversation about.
Well, okay.
Yeah, if I was there for the whole conversation, I'd know something. But
Lynn, let's chat.
Yeah, we could chat.
All right. All right.
My neighbors are not here. Still not here. Still not here. Okay, I'm going on around the circle. Alex, you want to talk? Oh, Jason, you're back. Okay, Jason, you want to talk?
No, I'm just kind of hanging out here. I mean, I'm assuming at this point everyone knows I'm good because I literally said there's no Morgana in play first, just to make it clear.
Yeah.
Well,
that doesn't 100% clear.
that just means you could be the other whatever roles.
What other roles?
The other demons, whatever they
I'm
are.
also not talking to anyone today, so therefore I won't be the other demons. Because if I was, I'd be giving out bluff rolls, and I'm not. So,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That might be fair.
Alex, you want to talk?
Sure.
Okay. Chris, you think about how you act when you talk to me.
I don't know if I want to talk to you today ever again. I just screw it up all the time. That was bad.
Right, be like, I'm gonna tell you something 3 days later. Oh, I was supposed to tell you something.
But I was good. I was good. I was just not being a good player.
I was supposed to tell you something.
Maybe tomorrow, if I remember.
That was
Whoops.
funny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Jason?
So Chris, besides not realizing, I'm assuming you're a townsfolk?
Yep. And I read the role and I understand what you were trying to say.
Okay. You're not an outsider, you're a townsfolk?
Townsfolk, yep.
You're not going to tell me anything, though?
No.
I won't trust you unless you actually say something, because
that's fair.
You did not. You were there for the 20-minute conversation where Adele and Michael kept saying, "But everyone's evil and only magic sees and blah 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 blah." And I'm like,
no, I wasn't here.
Yeah, you were. Did you pop in at the end, or were you there?
I popped in at the end. I was here for like I've been here for like 10 minutes, maybe. Maybe 15. And I was eating for part of it.
Morgana was the last thing that was discussed, and I think you were here for that.
Okay. I didn't hear it, but I might have been here, but I was eating.
Okay.
But that's fair.
Scotty Love not understanding it or not remembering it is more confusing.
That's true. Was he involved in the conversation? I mean, the problem is with when they explain roles at the beginning, I just don't listen much because it's so hard to remember it all. So that's on me.
Spent 10 minutes.
Lynn, you want to talk?
I do, but I need to talk to somebody else first.
Okay.
But we if I don't get to you, I'll talk to you day 2.
All right. Guami, you want to talk?
Sure. Yeah, Adele, I can talk.
Does Adele?
Jason.
Your place? Got it.
Alex, okay. Did he kick you out, Alex?
Yeah, I just let him back in. Even on Chrome, Zoom is acting up.
By the way,
can we talk?
I'm ignoring that, Stephen, because I think if there's one person who's more clear than
I'm going to close the room in 15
damn
seconds.
it.
15 seconds. Kwame, you want to go?
He already went.
He was already.
Yeah, I think
going
he's
to
on his
Adele.
way out. Yeah.
Adele.
I almost feel like this is one of the games that's going to be played more in this room than in the breakout rooms.
Time's up. I'm going to
Probably.
close the room.
I already like it. Even though we've only played a few minutes, I'm liking it.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I think it's the theme. The theme.
I'm late to the party.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very cool theme. I like the theme.
Well, sometimes they say about like big brain plays. I just want everyone to know that I have a pea brain this time. Like, no, nothing.
I think my brain shrunk the other day. Andreas, I would like to talk to you tomorrow, even though you're.
Oh Jesus!
You've proclaimed in your title that
Again, it's all the nickname.
I know.
Maybe it's insulting to the demon. So
I understand. I understand you're a sympathizer. I get it. I get it. Fairness for all. Nobody should be vilified. I get it. Unfairly.
Yes, but Dad.
I would like to thank Nam for giving us cool names for our rooms.
Yeah, the kitchen.
Good old effort.
You have the kitchen.
Welcome back, everyone. This is day 1. You have 8 minutes for discussion and nominations starting now.
So did anyone get info?
So, question for Nam.
One person. Did anyone else get info?
Other than the Majesty? Good question.
Yeah, I got lots of info.
About that part.
Loads of info.
No, so Nam, I have a question for the knight, the rook, and the other one's cardinal. Do we verbally say I choose so and so, or should we put that in chat?
Oh, you do it verbally.
Verbally.
Yes, because you have to either accept it immediately or refuse it. So.
Oh,
No, I think you're talking about the cupbearer. He's talking about like the ones that pick a player.
No,
and
Michael,
and
they
that's
pick,
at night,
they
not
pick at
during
night.
the day.
They
That's
pick
at
at
night.
Maybe comes to you and asks you again.
So who was it that asked that? Because they're clearly not one of those rules.
So
What role?
It was a dumb question. Don't worry about it.
The cupbearer.
There's no dumb questions, just dumb people.
Okay, what role are you asking? Michael.
Goodness, what is going on
Michael,
here?
what character are you asking?
It's been answered.
So uncouth, Steven.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was a day thing, like the Saxon or whatever from the Royal Tragedy script.
Got it.
Okay, so here's my thoughts after watching who chatted with who, which I don't think will mean anything yet. My first thought is we need to know.
Scully, Scully, Arthur, Wami, Elish, Cover, Ali. I don't know what liquid.
Ale.
Wami, do you accept it or not?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Wami, accept it.
Now, moving on from that, here's my thoughts. And
You can't really bluff that role.
I don't know if everyone agrees or doesn't agree, but my thoughts are we got to protect the Majesty because they're the only one getting information. So if there's outsiders, especially if there's an emissary, they should nominate themselves and that should be the first kill. It's the only thing that makes sense. Because if they nominate themselves and no one's nominating them, no one gets poisoned. And of course, if we have more than one, it would be nice if they all came out now, because then we know if we have 4 and we have the conspirator or not. I don't see a reason why the outsiders wouldn't want to come out, because the only one who has information is the Majesty. So we got to protect the Majesty at all costs, which means a bunch of outsiders coming out is
the cost.
Wait,
wow.
It is actually good if we find out if there's a conspirator, because then we would know that someone would know that they would be the pretender. If 3 other outsiders come out, then we have to have a pretender.
Exactly.
But
so there's one problem, Jason, is that if the concubine comes out, then the Majesty is worthless for a while at least.
Oh yeah.
In grief.
I don't like the idea of the outsiders coming out in public.
At least the emissary should.
The emissary, I agree 100%.
Okay.
I don't know why the emissary should just nominate themselves and die right now.
Yes.
I mean, no one nominates them except for themselves.
Right.
Yes.
We want to keep the pawn and the concubine alive.
But yeah, if you're an emissary, please nominate yourself.
I have a design problem with any role that literally the correct way to play it is to nominate yourself and die. Like, that's just a bad way to design a game.
Yeah, but it's the best thing for the good team.
Well, I don't care. I hate the game.
Well, in this game, since you get to really stay around, it's not a design flaw then.
Game design perspective.
I do agree.
If it was werewolf, I'd agree.
Like clear yourself,
Yeah, it's like the Virgin. It's like me killing Jason 2 nights ago. It was the right thing to do.
Well, the problem is it actually doesn't necessarily. Well, whatever. I'm not going to say anything because every time I say anything, Jason immediately suspects me.
No,
No, but it's true. It doesn't confirm them. It just
He choked.
You know, unless someone's going to come out as Majesty and say a whole bunch
What
of
did you put in it?
ridiculously crazy right now.
Nothing. It was just hoppy.
I was about to say it was then it strained the hops out of it. That's what I was about to say.
It had a bone.
I mean,
So assuming at this point that
there's
we
no
don't have an
emissary.
emissary, it means we don't have a conspirator.
Unless it's Chris.
No, Chris would even do this at this point. Chris
I
is
don't know.
a million times in a row.
Chris will never give his role to anybody.
What's going on here?
Are you the emissary, Chris?
Went through these roles. Did everyone not say the emissary should nominate themselves so no one else does? So therefore, why would the emissary not nominate themselves now unless there is none? In which case we move on, and we're going to assume there's none in case someone's on the good team and just doesn't want to help us.
Yeah.
So there's no emissary, which is fine also.
Yeah.
Do you want to nominate me, Adele, and see what happens?
It's not helping you though. You're gonna lose a good ability.
I know. I just want to freak you out. I'm not the emissary. It's okay.
Okay, so we have no emissary, which means we don't have a conspirator. We can cross both of those off. And
Hey, I have a question. It says the first time someone other than yourself. Does that mean that won't even trigger if they nominate themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to
I
kill
thought
them.
they
We have to nominate them and
themselves
kill
as the
them.
emissary. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
well, if they nominate themselves and they die, then there's nobody else to nominate.
That's the point.
Well, that
That is the
sucks.
point.
I think that they should become evil.
Yeah,
I agree. It's not the best design, but we have to deal with what we have.
If you would become evil for doing that, I would definitely.
Hey,
do
Yahoo,
that now.
we're already confused enough. Don't add any more alternates.
I
Well,
know,
just
but-
ignore
but-
me for the first couple of days until I
Or-
figure out what's going
Or
on.
you would have to have a condition that you can't nominate yourself as the emissary.
Yeah, because
Like,
it
that would
just,
be the only other way
yeah,
to fix
it's,
that.
It's kind of broken, but whatever.
We just need it to happen. If
To
There's
be
no
f-
emissary, therefore there's no
let's
conspirator,
move on.
just like what
I
Jason
really hate when the conversation just stagnates on something stupid.
Okay, so
That's fair.
without coming out, has anybody heard of any outsiders, even if it's second or third hand?
Yeah,
Because
I've
we're
heard-
supposed to have two.
I've
I
heard.
think if there's a
of
pawn in
outside
play,
of
that they should choose
somewhere.
themselves.
That is a
No,
good
there's-
idea. I agree. If you're a pawn and you have a choose ability, you might want to choose yourself because you will tell the Majesty your role if you're one of those weird roles
That
like
would
Knight,
be
Cardinal,
true.
Rook.
I do have
Yeah.
a rules question.
No, Majesty would learn pawn in
They'll
that
be
case,
told
right?
pawn. They'll be
Yeah.
told pawn and not a weird thing.
No, but that is good. It confirms them, I guess, or something. Like do
Yeah.
it once. Do it
it
once.
confirms that they're not bluffing as a pawn, so to speak.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
the pawn just says who they are, and then everyone else picks the pawn this turn, and then we'll find out. That makes
We need the pawn to stay alive.
No,
Why
the,
do you
the
think
thing
they
is, if
survive?
we give out too much information, there's poison that goes
Why do you
around.
need the
That's
pawn
the
to
issue.
stay alive. If literally if everyone else, the knight, the cardinal, the rook, all pick the pawn after the pawn says who they are, then why do we need the pawn? Why do we need the pawn to stay alive?
And the pawn
Because
would
they have
figure
an
out
actual
who
ability. They
are.
have an
Yeah.
actual good ability. They're a
They have a
townsfolk.
townsfolk ability, and
They
we
have
don't know which
townsfolk
one it
ability that
is.
could be
but-
very powerful. How they could be the princess.
Yeah, or they could be like the Chamberlain, which is
Or they could
protecting the
Or they could be
like
the
Majesty
herald,
from the demon.
or they could be the herald, and their power was already used. We don't know what they are, but are
Right,
they?
but let-
If
let
they
them
are the
figure-
herald, they
let
would
them
know
figure
they
that
are the
out.
herald. They would know they're the herald.
I have a
So
rules
besides
question.
that, are there any suspicions? Let's
I
go.
have a rules question, which I've been shouting for a while. The princess and the knight and these other roles that say they pick something and then the Majesty learns their info. And please, nobody other than the storyteller answer, because I don't need 5 different answers. It says in the Majesty, each knight receives the info. I think it's important to know how that info is received. Do they just learn the info, or do they learn who that person was and what the info was, or do they learn like who was picked and who they are? Like how in what form is that information coming?
Majesty.
Yeah, what does the
Yes.
Majesty learn?
I would type in like for example just give me example of character.
So like the knight, each knight
Right.
choose a player that if they are townsfolk, the Majesty learns their character. So
Okay,
do they
for
just
example, the knight pick a Majesty. Okay, during night I will show the Majesty this thing. so they would know. They would know the name of Majesty. But I think it's pretty easy to figure out what roles in the game or what information is this coming from.
So they do not. But the point is, they do not learn the person. They just learn the character of the person that was picked.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
They also do not know who the prince was or whatever, or the knight.
Nope.
Thank
yes,
you.
but because they're all different, it will be.
There's only one important person.
There's one townsfolk. There's one that figures out minions. There's one that figures out outsider.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
That was why I asked for not a lot of other people to answer, because I actually knew what I wanted and I was pinpointing the information that would be helpful. And I do have that now. I'm not trying to be rude either.
No. There's only one important person's game. It's Majesty, not the pawn, not anyone else. It's Majesty.
Yeah, it would be redundant information regardless.
Oh, and I'm important.
Guami, of course.
Okay, time's up. So
Wow.
10 seconds.
Okay, so
It's not
suspicious.
the worst thing in the world to not kill.
Is it? Do you think it's not the worst thing in the world?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's difficult to find someone to kill because no one has information.
I'm gonna nominate
Yeah.
Scotty Love.
Okay, Jason nominates Scotty Love. Make your case, Jason.
So I've got a few reasons, and I'll just bring them up one by one. The first one is, when he came back from his room, and we were all talking about the Morgana thing. He said, "I don't know how you know there's no Morgana." I'm like, "Cause I'm a townsfolk, and I wasn't told I was evil." And
No, it's not what you said.
well, because anyone who's a townsfolk would have known there was no Morgana. Secondly, Adele happened to talk to Scotty, and Adele said we should go to sleep. Thirdly, Scotty's been protecting the pawn, which is a weird person to protect. And fourthly, Scotty's either really the cupbearer or he's bluffing as the cupbearer, and he's really the other one who gives out drinks. Scoundrel. And him and Guami are a team either way. Whether they're a good team or a bad team, we're not sure, but they were the first two people to talk to each other. And then Scotty's the only one who gave a cup. So either they're both bad or they're both good. But both of them, when they came back, were confused about why there was no Morgana. Guami figured it out eventually.
Scotty did too. You did not hear that?
But a lot longer. I'm just saying.
Well, I had to read the roll.
Yeah, that is really ridiculous because it's like you could read your role and know your role, and you haven't gotten through to that like little clause. And just because somebody doesn't understand everything, because the thing is, the evil players would also know that it wasn't Morgana. You think he's a minion, is what you think that means?
No. Yes, and here's why.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Here's why. Here's why, Stephen. Because Adele and Michael literally just spent 10 minutes before that arguing about the whole Morgana thing, and that everyone's going to be evil and everyone knows they're evil.
Just so you know, when people are arguing, I tend to just tune out and not like I turn my volume down because
Wait,
it's annoying.
hold on, Jason. You have to pause your case, and I have to cut out. I have a limit in time for your case.
That's my
You
fault,
cannot
too.
take all the time.
Let me get 20
Okay,
more seconds.
no. You will have more time. Just one moment. I will release your time. But however, Yahoo has offered Chris a shot of wheat grass. Do you accept it, Chris?
You know, I thought this was a terrible role to try and bluff earlier, but I'll take it in case he really is. I will take it.
Okay.
It is
So
crappy wheatgrass. Why couldn't you give me something better though?
Yeah. Chris take wheatgrass, but like, yeah, he's just throw everything away because he didn't like the ring that Yahoo gave him. So yeah, but nothing happened. But he did take took a sip of it. Yes.
Okay,
Jason, you have 1 more minute because it's going way too long.
So continuing on, right away when I said it, Adele
He
went.
just told you you're gonna have to nominate. He
I
said
didn't nominate. I'm
we-
trying to like reasoning.
and we can't go off of these conspiracy theories on day one. We all want to play. Let us figure things out. We can't go off on these witch hunts. Just let it play out, please.
I'm explaining why. I mean, aren't I the one who nominated?
Yeah,
I
just
wanted
let him
to-
talk. We don't have to believe him. Let him talk.
Anyway, so when we did wake up and I said, Adele, just so you know there's no Morgana, Adele goes, yep, I know there's no Morgana. And Adele right away said it. But anyway, now if my theory about this whole cupbearer thing is true or not true, Yahoo and Chris were the first people to talk also, and Yahoo just offered Chris a drink. So if not Scotty, then Yahoo. One of the two.
Oh wow! See, that's how it goes.
Wait, Scotty, your defense, please.
Yeah, I'm good. I've shared some information with some key people who I believe are good. I even know a role. I've done a 1-for-1 on the good team. So, yeah, it took me a while to find the clause because I was reading all the roles, and guess which one says down at the bottom, there might not be everybody, all the townsfolk were evil. That's way down the list.
It's
So
often
anyway.
day 3 before I get that far.
Okay, time for any permanent information, or else I'm starting vote on Scotty.
It's not Scotty.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to kill Scotty. I mean, if he's bad, it should be obvious eventually.
Yeah.
Based on
Then what do you
just
think about
information
Yahoo?
that's hovering
Look
around.
at Yahoo. They're double claiming because Yahoo's not protecting him at this point. because
I have no information on, so I have no opinion.
One of them is now double claiming the role of.
But it's something that you can bluff.
Have you
to
ever heard
hide
of juggling? Literally everyone juggles every
Oh,
time.
Hey, I'm going to start a vote now.
Except there's no evil juggler at Yahoo.
Yeah, there is a reason not to bluff the cupbearer as opposed to the juggler. It's not the same because there's no evil juggler.
Yeah, so we have to assume that one of you two is evil and one of you two is good at this.
You can assume whatever you want, Jason. I certainly hope you don't win.
Okay, one vote's gone now. Scotty is safe for today. Is there any other nomination? 10 seconds.
I would like to nominate a Yahoo because I was totally just goofing around.
Wait,
Oh.
Scotty is nominating Yahoo.
You see, Scotty, I see how it is. Well, here's my. You're going to accuse me, or do I?
Well,
is it my turn?
yeah, I'll go. Let me read the roll again. Let me read the evil cupbearer. Are you forced to do it? Where's it? Scoundrel once per day. You may offer. So yeah, a Yahoo's either being like me and just goofing off, or he is the scoundrel. So why not? Let's talk about it. I think he's goofing off.
That is correct. Well, here's the other thing: is in a script like this, it takes time to figure it out. Different people have different strategies. My way is to bop around. That's my new word. We have 4 foster kids, and they bop around because they have autism, and they don't really have anything they focus on. They just bop around, and they have a good time, and they smile and laugh, and that's what I'm doing. And eventually, I'll figure something out, and at that point, I'll be useful maybe. Until then, I'm just bopping around.
Yeah. So I think what we've learned is there is no cupbearer. We'll see.
That's the case.
I won't offer a cup tomorrow if you won't offer a cup tomorrow, and we'll see if anybody else does.
Sounds good.
Right, time for any permanent information.
I feel like if I don't tell people one of the roles you told me, Yahoo, I would be not doing my job as a townsfolk.
Chris, you are a bad person.
Thank you, Chris.
I don't understand why isn't it equally as likely that Yahoo is a cupbearer as he is a scoundrel as he is bluffing? Isn't it all equal?
It's all
Yeah,
equal.
no information
It is all
whatsoever,
equal.
and Jason
And
just
day
jumps to
2.
conclusions with crazy amounts of no information.
And why would anybody drink any of these? They're all bad.
There's an evil role that offers drinks that could clear evil people.
No, but the cupbearer is good. If they're not evil, they don't die.
Yeah,
of
he's
course,
he's
as long as
finding
they're
out
not
who's good, and if people refuse to drink, that is information too.
But if there's a scoundrel, the scoundrel offers a drink and the person drinks it. Oh, look, I just.
I'm gonna start the vote.
Oh, that's true.
It's an awesome
I ain't
role.
drinking
I'm starting
nothing.
vote.
Very
I'm starting
I
a
don't
vote.
drink
Starting a
strange
vote.
things.
That's fine.
Well,
But
you
it's
did.
equally as likely that he's either one. I don't have information to.
You did say you were the demon, so I'm going to do this.
Yeah,
I mean, you did say that.
I know you.
Literally
You say
every
it to
game.
me every game, and one of these times you're going to be telling me the truth. I am just going to put this out there.
First of all, I claimed the Morgana, which we know
No,
is not
and the
even a game.
Osama bin Laden,
Three votes on
the
that.
Laden
Well, I had to change
thingy.
it to that one. Just nominate if that's what you're doing.
What?
Okay.
Michael.
I have a question. If the cupbearer offers a cup to somebody who is selected by a conspirator, that means that they're poisoned potentially, yes?
You don't have
Well,
a
it's not
conspirator.
choosing. It's not choosing.
You don't have a conspirator.
We don't
and
have a conspirator.
no emissary unless someone's afraid.
That's not choosing.
It's not choosing. It's not choosing.
I choose a
10 seconds,
player.
everyone.
Let's go to sleep.
Okay,
And
you
bop
just
around like what I.
Adele, you just did the evil smirk when you said let's go to sleep.
But I always do the
alright.
evil smirk. Come on.
So
We lost the game
Michael,
because of my evil smirk.
Michael, prepare a glass of honey meat.
Gwami and Adele in day 2.
Okay,
Let's do
hold
a
on, hold
threesome.
on.
Oh, more
Michael,
glasses. Awesome.
Michael, offer a glass of honey meat to Doc. Yeah.
Not gonna drink it. I'm a little concerned about him doing this as the third person. After we just had this
Maybe he's
talking
the
about not
neutral one.
bluffing the role, so I'm not gonna drink it.
Okay, Doc is not drinking from Michael, so he just
Ooh,
throws cup
yeah.
away. It's a disgusting drink. I'm not taking it from you, Michael.
Doug is evil.
Yeah.
Stupid drink.
Okay, another one. Wami offered Jason a cup of Gluck.
My favorite script
So
ever.
Wami bring this cup Gluck to Jason. Hey Jason, would you bring this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it, and the reason I'm doing it is
Okay.
because, like, not
Oh, wait, hold
Okay, just say yes and drink it.
Hold on. So, okay. Jason brings
when I go to
a,
sleep, I just sit here and do nothing. That's all. I'll get mine.
so Jason just took a small sip of Glock, and then he fall to the ground.
What?
And Wami just walk up to his not moving body, touches his pulse to check if he's still alive.
And he's dead?
Oh wow, he's still alive. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Wami helped Jason got up. So yeah, nothing happened. Okay,
Stop with the Glocks,
any
Gwami.
other
It's
nominations?
dangerous.
10 seconds.
Like I was worried there for a moment.
Some potent glove.
Also, if the food taster picked the person who's drinking, the food taster is the one who gets affected, right?
I think it's only during night.
Does it
Just
say?
until dusk.
Yes. 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 It will
Yes, only until dusk.
Until dusk.
Oh, that's
so it
interesting.
will also get it.
It's thematic as well. Yeah. They gotta drink it first to make
3
sure. it's not
seconds,
poison.
everyone.
I'm gonna nominate
more?
Michael.
Okay. Doug is nominate Michael.
I thought I would already nominate myself, but I guess that didn't go through.
Make your case, Doug.
I don't know. Like Gwami is Gwami after the third one after I was talking there, but we just had a big discussion about this is a bad role to bluff and things like that, and then Michael came out and then did it. So I don't know. Seems weird to me.
I actually kind of agree with that.
Okay, Michael, your defense.
No, I'm just curious. You're the only one of the ones who were offered who refused, and yeah, that's just my thoughts. And yeah, okay, just go ahead.
Okay, time
That
for
is
any
weird.
permanent information.
Why would you refuse, Doug? If
I'm voting for anyone who keeps offering drinks because I think that we don't know if they're good or bad, and it's a 50-50 if they're good or bad, or if they're just joking around, then please stop doing it. 'cause
Yeah, like everyone else that was offering each other drinks talked to each other. Like Scotty talked to Gwami, Yahoo talked to Chris, but I did not talk to Michael.
To be fair, it's consistent with what he told me when we talk.
I'm gonna start a vote.
Whispering, so.
I find it funny, Doug, that you
there's
picked
a
the
chance
third
that
out of
he's
the
a cup error.
third
That's what I'm
person that was too much for doing it, and then the fourth person, you're like, oh, that's okay.
I mean, but the reality
Gwami
of
just
it
being
is
Gwami. Like
everybody could be
that's the
bluffing.
problem. It's like Gwami
You
could
still
easily
could have
be,
one.
but
To be fair, I don't think it's safe to say that we've thoroughly
Three vote is not enough.
in this first
10
10
seconds.
play.
I don't think
Speak
we
for
should hold
yourself.
weight
We
to
all
any
did.
of it.
Let's go to sleep. We have like 5 nominations, guys.
Wait,
Let's go to sleep.
wait, I want to offer a drink to myself.
Last.
I don't think you
wait,
even can do that.
Before
I'm gonna offer a drink to myself, and I'm gonna drink it too.
I will taste this first.
okay, who do you offer a ring to, Jason? Let's make
I'll
this
offer
quick.
it to myself.
How good would it be if he
No,
poisoned and
no.
killed himself now?
It doesn't say you can't offer yourself a drink, so I'm offering myself a drink, and I drink it.
Just drink it.
Okay. So Jason just took a glass of water or soda or whatever, and he offered himself a cup, and he think, why not I accept glass of water that I have just
For
prepared for
myself.
myself. Yeah, because so he just drank it. And nothing happened. Okay.
Now we can go to sleep.
Any more cup? 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, I got a cup. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, there's no execution, and the game continue. Everyone, go to sleep. Good luck.
Game continues. How come?
Weird. Nobody died and the game's going on? All right, well, let's just see what happened. Oh, I don't know. Lynn.
Okay. Do you want to use your one-time ability?
Oh, that's right. I have a one-time ability. Let me see what that was again, because I forgot. No, that's okay.
Wait.
Oh, am I still recording? I'm sorry.
Welcome back, everyone. Lynn Diary night. This is the second day. You have 8 minutes for whispering. Starting now.
Lynn, do you want to talk?
And I want to talk to you first.
Jason can come in on the conversation with us, Candace. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Your room, Candace.
Mine is fine. Yeah.
Guami and Adele?
Yeah.
I'd like to chat with you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Come to my room.
All right.
Sure.
Hello.
Want to talk?
Yeah, that's fine. Go to your room real quick. And we'll come back.
I don't even feel like I'm playing the game. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't either. I'm falling asleep a little bit. Mostly because I'm... Oh, Jesus.
This is not going well. And I don't even feel like I know who to talk to or what to say or anything.
I don't know. Talk to Doug. See what Doug's
Well,
doing.
I talked to Doug already.
Oh.
He pretended to be the demon as well.
Did he really?
Or something, or pretended that he was my minion. I don't know. It's very confusing.
I'm going to go up to people and be like, so I'm your demon.
Well, and then the thing is Jason immediately knows what the bullshit that I say, that I don't even know what the hell I'm saying means. Oh, well, because of this and that. And
That's true.
It's like, oh, okay. Well, I could have seen that coming. If I have fun, Jason will nominate me.
That's true. Jason's suspicious of you. I probably shouldn't talk to you because I'm going to get caught up in that shenanigans.
Dude, what's it even matter? Well, that's the thing about Jason is, well, he never stops being himself, and he never stops being suspicious of everyone,
Hold
the
on.
wrong people.
You can keep talking. I just won't be talking back because I got to.
Yeah, see, there's a person. I should have told her about her review. As a good can't stop review.
Did you like it? I mean,
Well,
for a 6-year-old?
Sure, it's pretty good. she did seem like she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. We should definitely tell them that we were talking about our board game reviews.
Yes. Let's do it.
Because that definitely worked so well last time when we said that.
We can both just go out there and defect.
At all. Dude, I don't know what's going. I don't know that I should be playing this game.
I don't know. I don't know if I should be tonight either. I'm a little tired.
After 27 hours of werewolf, I'm a little drained.
Yeah.
Well, and then the power was out last night, so dude, it was so boring. I cannot express to you how boring it is with no internet. I couldn't watch YouTube. I just kept going out into the living room, and then I kept going back in my room. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself.
No doubt.
Glad I didn't live in pioneer times.
Oh, that's fair. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and see if anybody wants to tell me something. Unless you want to tell me something.
Yeah, I do. I want to tell you that I figured everything out, but I can't because I haven't.
Oh, that's fair.
Tell me something, dude.
I'm a good townsfolk.
Oh, good townsfolk.
The upper half. How's that?
Half.
There you go. That's fair enough. That's more than you've told me.
That's correct.
Aha!
Jugan when he had a little too much to drink, so.
Yeah, Jugan was drunk.
I don't know if I
Was
feel
he?
good about being kicked out of my own
definitely.
room.
That's
you got
fair.
kicked out of your own room, Scotty?
Well,
Yeah, get out.
They kind of wanted to chat without me.
Yeah, if you have a three-way and then the two people that you're in
Yeah.
your room and they're like, we're gonna stay talking, get out of here.
It was easier just to leave my own room.
Yeah.
I will talk to Doug though.
Sure. I'll talk to you, Scotty. Why not?
I should probably come to you since they're.
Hey, Alex, you wanna
Yeah.
talk?
Yeah, I'll go to your room.
No, they're
Okay.
there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go to my room.
My room's the first one if you want to. If
Yeah.
you said yes.
Okay. Did I get out of this view?
Doug's down there. There's a spectator in your room.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Any big clues?
Princess Rook Cupper. That is all.
Cupbearer?
Yep.
Who's the cupbearer? What?
The cupbearer in this room.
Perhaps.
Possibly.
Yep.
I have a proposal to make when everybody gathered publicly.
Oh, good.
Just whatever your proposal is, keep in mind we could be poisoned this turn. Like all of us,
This is also true.
depending what demon is in play.
Very
Which
true.
demon is that?
The Jabberwocky thing.
This is right. Jabberwocky.
Candace, do you want to talk? You wanted yesterday.
Sure. You can come to mine.
Sure.
Alex, that was a pretty good conversation we had.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know what's going on. I was
Adele, I
about
wanna
to say
talk
only
to
the
you.
Majesty's
I'll talk
getting
to
info.
Candace. I'll talk to Candace.
You wanna talk?
Andre,
Queen
can I talk to Adele right quick and then I'll come talk to you? Do you mind?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Okay.
you should go to Adele's room because looks like yours is still full with Jason's and Vin's.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll come
my
to
place.
yours, Adele.
Can I be a part of that?
I haven't
Chris, you want to
talked
talk?
to anybody just yet, so I've only talked to one person.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
fine,
to him
Kwame.
first. I'll let you know.
Your room?
Sure.
Am I muted?
The light should already be on.
You're not muted.
Okay,
People are just purposely ignoring you.
that's fair.
So if Lynn died, then she could tell someone what her role was and see if the Majesty stopped getting information from that role.
She could publicly say her role, which
I
would be
just don't
helpful.
know how you do it, you know?
Well, you could
How
publicly
you
say
think-
your role, and then if the thing exists that gets your information, they could choose to use that, but they might feel like that's a waste since you're not even alive.
I guess, yeah, if you said it publicly, then the Majesty would know whether they stopped getting that info.
Well, so
But they would
well, what I
trust
was
you
saying
anyway.
was
They would
that
trust
like
you
if
because
she
you
was
got
a village role, that she could say, I am this, and then if the thing that checks for village roles picks her, but the thing is that then the Majesty would learn that role. It wouldn't. They wouldn't actually know that you had picked Lynn. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Unless you outed yourself. But the problem is, like, how do you even know who the Majesty is? And would you even want to go to the Majesty every day if you did?
And is the Majesty even
Chris,
good?
what are you doing?
Oh my God. I am sorry. I am so far off today. It's not even funny. I'm going right now in my room. I was asking Nama a rules question because I'm so confused on like all this stuff.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
Nope.
Are you an outsider?
No. I'll tell you what I do know is that there is no Morgana in the script.
Thank you, Mr. Obvious.
Happy to help. Oh man, I am.
Prince?
No, I'm not a prince.
Are you even a townsfolk?
Yes, I'm a townsfolk. Yes.
All right.
I'm a good townsfolk.
Want to do one for one?
I'll do a topsy-turvy for you.
Well, I'll just say I'm the herald.
Oh, I'm not the magistrate. But you already know that.
I already know that.
I am.
Oh no.
Well, I have a better person than Scotty love to get rid of based on info I just got.
We gotta wait.
No, we don't have to wait. It's not the day. It's
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, I think that Scotty Love was.
Apparently.
Hold on.
But.
Jason,
Jason, hold on.
We need to kill one of Guam.
No, shut it.
Jason,
shut up.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is day 2. So you have 8 minutes for discussion and nomination starting now.
Adele,
What did I do evil now?
We'll talk tomorrow, Candace.
You're playing this game. That's what you did.
Oh, is it because I went to talk to Scotty?
Who did you give your role to?
Me?
Yeah, who have you given your role to?
1, 2, 3, 4 people.
Go, I want to talk tomorrow. Because I want to learn a role.
Were they all the same role?
Who did you give your
That's
info
unlikely.
to?
That is important. Was it all the same role?
Did you give the same role each time?
Who did you give your info to, Guami?
Why?
It's just important. Who did you give your
To the
info
people who needed to know.
Yeah, it's kind of unimportant.
How many people needed to know?
On day 1, only 1.
And that's the only person you gave it to?
Yo.
Why did you roll your eyes when I asked you that?
Because I was making sure.
I don't know if I trusted you only gave it to one person, and I don't know if I trust if you're good or
Well,
evil.
here's the thing. I will say, based on what I know about Guami, he's good, but he's sacrificial. I would rather kill someone else, but if we,
yeah,
would you agree, Guami?
I could agree with that. I don't know why you want to kill a good player. How important is your role, Jason? Maybe we should kill you.
At this point.
Okay.
So your role
Almost all the roles are more important.
Slurm or off slurm?
Who said he wasn't going to offer drinks anymore is offering drinks again, even though you said you weren't going to do it this round.
Yeah, I get it. So go ahead and kill me.
I'll take it.
I would do it as a joke because nothing happened. Ojahu has already offered someone the glass yesterday.
Can I only do it once? What?
Oh, once per game?
Day. Once per day, not once per game. Once per day.
Yeah, once per day. Yeah.
The evil one is only once per game.
No,
it's also.
No, they're both once per day. They're both once per day.
I thought it said once per game.
No, it's once per day.
So yeah,
I misread it.
Okay.
I'll take
it does say once per
Wami.
day.
Okay, so Wami took the glass from Yahoo, ring it, but nothing happened. Okay.
No, like about the glasses, like my thought is it's, it'd be, like similar to, to a snake charmer in SMV. So it helps give information, even as bluffing. It helps to give information because then you can see who's more hesitant in refusal. And I don't, for a good person, aside from the Majesty, perhaps.
Right.
Why
It's a
would
weird
you?
one.
And
It's a
so
weird
for that reason, I'm not going to offer anybody today. But if anybody wants to offer me anything, I will accept it.
Well, the
I will
problem with
offer
that though
you
is that
to
the evil
offer
roll
me.
would kill you. So I don't know. I don't know how
Right.
valuable it is.
So
that
so
would-
I can now say that a Yahoo is not the scoundrel.
But
That's
there is
interesting.
one, right?
See, look at that. I've that's awesome.
No,
Yep.
Assuming that
24
people
rolls to
believe
go.
Kwame.
then the evil one knows who it is.
Well, if I'm evil, then I'm evil with Scotty and Adele. And you would be our fourth evil.
That is not necessary.
Don't bring us into your evilness.
If I was on an evil team, I would want it to be more than the Grimoire shows.
Tommy, I agree with that. That I don't think all three of you and Scotty and Adele are evil.
Right.
All three be evil.
But I
based-
have a slight suspicion that at least one of us is evil.
Yes, at least one and
One? Who?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a suspicion. It's not based on deduction.
I believe another person can actually 100% confirm my goodness. I don't think that person should say anything, but anyway.
I agree. Guame is the harder one to confirm.
Correct, because he could have already known what he told us and be evil.
Yes.
I agree.
yes.
Oh my
exactly.
god.
But it's not necessarily that he's evil. It's just he's the harder one to confirm. That's all.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. That is true. You are right. It is harder to confirm. Well.
That's why I still think you're the best person this round, Guami, because we can't.
No, I'd rather figure out who killed Lynn.
The demon.
It could be the demon.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Got lucky.
I think.
too.
Did they get lucky though? That is
By
the
the way,
thing. I don't think they.
Yeah,
got
they
lucky.
did get lucky.
All right.
One of them knows.
I think it was
Doesn't one of
planned.
them know who you are?
Guami, I have another question for you.
Sure.
Besides round one, on day 2 talks, did you tell anyone your info?
I told them my role.
Did you tell them your info in day 2?
Why are you asking?
He likes to have all of the info.
Because I know.
Most we
your
all.
info, that's why I'm asking you if you
I'm not saying.
info.
I'm not saying.
Then I have to assume you're evil, and that one of the other 2 people are evil.
I would like to come out.
Well,
I
you
am
can
evil.
do that without saying it. Like, that's weird. The way you say that to me. Just get my nerves.
Lynn, you're dead. You can read me pretty well. Am I evil?
I don't know, Guami. The role that you gave me, you could be technically the demon.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It
that
could be
is true.
planned.
All right. If you want to kill me, I'm fine with you killing me.
You understand now what I've been saying, Kwame? Is Badabada or whatever the hell it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
If you
I
think
would
I'm that,
still-
then you can go ahead.
If
and
we
kill me.
have to kill somebody, sure, we can kill Guami. But I'm
All right.
thinking, could we not suss out something else?
We have nothing else to suss out. We have no info. We have no
I think
info.
everyone.
There are people with info.
I think everybody should offer
And
Kwame
me.
a drink, and that way he can know that we don't have the.
We don't have a
the
cup
scoundrel.
there.
You know,
How about this?
hey, I want to say something out loud.
I'm after
I'm
Candace.
sorry, Scotty. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
You go first.
I'm just going to say this real quick. You know, as far as the eggs today, you know, hens lay eggs, and I believe there's a fox in the hen house.
And if
That's
you
all I
think I'm
like.
the fox, then you can go ahead and kill me.
I don't know.
say
What
that
does the
means.
fox say?
I would say there's a
How about this?
Okay.
I know 100% there's a scoundrel. There is a scoundrel. How about that?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Scotty, I'll give you a drink tomorrow, and then if you drink it, you'll know it's not me.
How do you know that?
How do you know there's a scoundrel?
He doesn't want to
Someone-
spell it out because that
someone
gives all
told
of his.
you.
How about why don't you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's impossible to know there's a scoundrel this round. Based on everything
That it's not impossible.
No, you're.
You can just
How about we just kill either like Adele or somebody else that's usually evil?
You know, if
That's
you
good.
nominate me, I'll say kill me. So you can go ahead. You know my.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what an evil soldier would do.
Yes.
That's true.
Regardless of my alignment.
I
How about
actually
this, Jason? I
just
happen.
go to bed.
I also think there's a rook in the game.
Okay.
I think we should just go to bed.
Wow, I don't.
Let's get some
And what else
information.
do you think,
I
Scotty?
think we should kill.
And what else?
I do too.
I think that I don't know, folks that are being brought up, I don't think they're.
No, that's why I want to focus on someone like Chris or Alex or
Why?
Michael.
Michael, I think,
Chris.
is good.
Why?
I have information supporting that.
So Scotty, what other information do you have? Just curious.
I'm pretty sure I've given up everything I know.
Then I believe you're evil at this point. You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why I think you're evil?
Sure.
Because I'm the queen and you didn't give a number, so therefore if you're bluffing as one of these stupid rolls, that's a thing. You didn't get a number. You didn't give a number.
Why would you come out with that?
Oh my
Because it's the only way we're gonna get anything. Who cares? If I die, I'm useless. By the way, the numbers are 1, so either you or Doug are evil. One of you two, Candace. So there you go.
What did he say? He's the queen?
So either Doug or Candace.
So wait, you got one,
And
Jason?
it's Doug. It's Doug.
Well, whatever. One of you or Doug is evil.
I
and
nominate
Scotty Love-
Doug.
Wait, can I finish?
Hey.
And Scotty Love is.
Candice nominates
No, because
Doug.
you just talking and I nominated.
Okay, Candice, give your place.
Okay. So according to information that came through the grapevine,
I lost my seat.
I'll say that. The information that was presented high up in the palace was that the queen had one evil neighbor. So
Must
Jason
it be
is
cryptic
claiming,
about public information?
huh?
Must it be cryptic about public information? Like he just said it.
I nominated. It's my chance to say why I'm choosing. I'm not even being cryptic.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
being
even
cryptic.
near Jason.
Let's all be quiet.
Oh boy.
Candice, have you finished your case?
No, she
Candice?
didn't even say anything.
It actually started. is the
Oh, wait,
question.
for now I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, Candice, you can unmute yourself and give your case. I have to keep the game going.
All right. So since Jason has now come out as the queen, okay, it has to be Doug. There was already some suspicion on Doug before this, some light suspicion. Now that this has come out, I've come out to a couple of people. They know who I am. It's got to be Doug. So Doug now, and especially since we already had that information, now Jason has come out as the queen. If he is in fact the queen, then Doug is the one who's his evil neighbor.
Okay, Doug, you can unmute yourself and give your defense.
It's not his neighbor.
If it's
Reread
true,
it.
if
It's
it's
the
true,
Majesty's neighbor.
No, it's not, Scotty. It's my neighbor.
so
No.
if one of Jason's neighbors is
How many of your alive neighbors? The Majesty learns how many of your alive neighbors are evil. Okay, so then we go
so
find
that
Jason.
means okay, so that
Where the hell is
that-
Jay? Jason's on the other
now-
side, so it's Candace or
so
Doug.
it's Candace is evil.
Yeah, because I
You
trust
have to
Doug.
kill Candace.
I'm
You
1,000%
have to kill
on Doug.
Candace.
Take time for permanent information.
So I have a few questions very quickly. So my question for Doug is, you got to give me something if I have to believe you, because if not, I have to believe Candace more based on the conversation I had with
Okay,
her.
so you want me to come out because I'm gonna die tonight no matter what, I guess?
You're gonna die, yep.
I was the prince. I am now the
Yeah.
Majesty.
Yeah,
And
way to go.
unfortunately now we're gonna have no majesties for the rest of the
Give us
game.
your info, 'cause
I got one pawn, scoundrel, and Steven. There's my
one
info.
pawn, scoundrel Steven. One pawn, scoundrel Steven.
So I thought in pawn was on the same line. I did not realize that was two different things.
One pawn, scoundrel Steven. Hang on. I'm
Yeah,
writing this down
but
in case you die.
but Non did not put the one on a separate line, so I thought it was one pawn, not one as in one of your neighbors is evil.
Something's
So we have to
still
kill Candace tonight.
wrong. No, something's still wrong because it wouldn't be the
And
same.
guess what? This is why I did not want to drink, because I did not want to die randomly as the prince.
That makes
And now we're in the spot that we already lost. That we've now lost.
What's the
all of
fourth
our
one?
information.
What's the fourth one? One pawn
Steven.
scoundrel one.
It's a Yahoo.
So here's the
Oh,
problem.
Steven,
How do we
isn't
make
it?
sense
Yahoo.
of that?
Okay.
So here's the
Jesus,
problem
just
with that.
a Yahoo would be better.
Here's the problem with that. The
I agree.
original Majesty didn't get 4 things. The original Majesty only got 3 things, and then Scotty was
Yes,
saying,
but
number,
Jason, remember, like the rook's information only is valid if they pick the correct person that is a
Yes.
minion.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
whoever the rook picked last night is the scoundrel.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
all 3 of them. The knight, the cardinal, and the
I want
rook.
more stuff. It's the only way we're gonna win this one because only
Okay.
one person gets in.
I'm gonna start a vote on Doug in 3,
Let's just
What
kill
was the fourth one?
Yahoo.
1. Starting your vote.
I'm not killing Doug.
No,
Killing
I'm not
Yahoo,
killing
I
Doug.
said.
I'm not killing Doug.
I
If someone's
Makes
claiming
sense
Majesty, I can't
then.
kill
why
them.
we didn't accept it. Like that makes a lot of sense. Now.
He could still be the Isbin
He
dad.
could be, but then he won't die tomorrow if he's dead.
This is true.
The problem about this is why he's not the Ispidad is because Lynn didn't talk to him. Lynn talked to 2 other people.
2 votes not enough. Doug is safer today. Is
Lynn
it
wouldn't have to
better.
talk to him. She wouldn't have to talk to him at all if he was the Ispidad, and they get the
Oh,
same.
I heard a nomination.
Someone nominate Yahoo.
Candace.
Okay. Doug nominate Candice. Make your case, Doug.
So I'm nominating Candace because if one person is evil that's next to Jason, it's Candace. Because I'm not evil.
Okay, Candice, give you defense.
So here's the thing. Then if you truly are the prince, then Jason is not the queen.
Well, we could kill both of you one at a time, and then we'll
No,
know.
we can kill him.
I
Kill
still
you.
got queen
Kill
information.
you.
What's the fourth
Could
information you got, Doug?
Jason's info become poison?
Conspirator, but there's no
Hey,
conspirator. There's no conspirator.
Because
Yeah, he could be.
But there is
yeah,
there
but
could
how
be
would
a
it be
charlatan.
poisoned?
There could be a charlatan, and that could affect it.
Yeah.
oh,
That's something
Time for
right.
permanent information.
oh, that makes more
No,
sense.
there's
then.
no
Okay,
charlatan. There's no charlatan. Didn't we just?
there is.
Oh, charlatan.
I said charlatan, not conspirator, Jason.
They
would have to
report
pick one.
arbitrary
They would have to
info
pick
to
one
the
night one.
majesty,
And
even
there
if
could be
they're
a
not.
Jabberwocky. Beats us.
What a fun script.
They would have to pick me both nights then, Adele, because both.
Did you get
I'm
you
gonna
got
start
one on
voting
both?
Candice in
Yeah,
3.
Lynn got a 1, and now he
2.
got a 1.
That is good information.
I'm voting yes on that.
Tonight, choose a player,
It
any
was
good
double
player
one,
who
Adele. It was
chooses
double
them
one once.
I know.
is
I'm just
poisoned until dust.
Maybe. Oh.
But yeah, if we had the conspirator, there would be extra
yeah.
outsiders.
There's no conspirator, just based on the claims that I'm hearing.
And
How
just
else
remember,
would he be drunk?
Whoever the
He's-
rook
he's
is,
not-
you pick the scoundrel as well.
The charlatan is the
Remember
only
that
thing.
There's a
for another
charlatan.
evil
Currently in the
person that we
time
need to
block.
kill.
If
But the charlatan would
there's
have to
Any
do it
other
twice.
nomination?
And
Which
I
whoever
don't
is
the
not
rook
understand why
picked,
we don't
do
kill
not
one of the 3
drink
people that haven't
their
said a word
cups.
yet.
10
So
seconds.
the 4th item was Steven. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yes.
And what role gives
And name a name, I'll
It's like
nominate.
the balloonist thing, and it means that I am either a townsfolk outsider demon or the
Then name a name and I'll nominate.
I'm a thing. I exist in the game.
Yahoo, because if you believe Doug, then
nominate a
everything-
Yahoo.
Okay, Wami nominate Yahoo. Wami, give your case.
Players.
Lynn, would you like the floor or?
I just think if he's a minion, if Doug's info is correct, then if he's a minion, why are we killing? I'm just saying, like, Jason's info could be faulty in a way. I believe Candace is good. I just believe if Doug's info is good, then why not kill Yahoo if he's actually a minion? I just don't get it.
How are we knowing he's a how are we getting to he's a minion again, please? Somebody explain to me.
Doug's info.
Thing we
Yeah,
don't know.
but
okay,
how?
Yeah.
How do we
so
know?
No.
Yahoo,
Scoundrel.
your defense.
Okay.
no,
so
No,
you
no.
get separate pieces of
Doug's
information.
separate
information
would be
doesn't
for the
mean that I'm a
scribe.
minion. Okay,
They're
it's my
not all
defense.
one
Be for the
piece of
scribe.
information. That's why we
Yeah.
were
No,
confused.
when you mute
Lynn. It's 3
everybody,
different
I'll do
pieces
my
of
defense.
information. They're all separate. They come from different
they're not
sources.
together? Oh, okay.
They come from different. That's why we were so confused.
Yes.
They're 4
Exactly.
separate pieces of
Yahoo?
information that he has.
Okay.
They're all separate.
Everyone's mind blown.
Oh my
Okay, we
God.
have
so
Yahoo's
confusing.
defense.
That
Yeah,
makes more
so
sense.
At this point, it doesn't even sound like I'm really being.
Okay, Yahoo, you have to unmute yourself.
Oh,
so
I
you have to
see
start
that.
over.
So it doesn't actually sound like I'm super suspicious at this point. So what I will say is that Lynn has died. I don't know at this point. I'm very confused. I think I'm too tired to be playing. But if Lynn is very suspicious of me, I will come and talk to her, assuming that there's no way that a evil player would have died on the first night, and I will just explain to her what I am, and then maybe she won't want to kill me. But yeah, I'm not evil. And I don't know that I can give an impassionate argument because I'm super confused. And I
No,
have
I'm
like
going to pull a Jason.
zero information.
Tell us your role.
I'm
Tell us your
not
role
going to do
now.
that.
No,
Okay,
no,
Scotty,
no,
I'm
don't
going
do
to come
that.
for you then.
Time for permanent information.
The information is everyone misunderstood, or most people misunderstood.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not on the chopping block.
Here's a question. Here's a quick question for Yahoo. One of you or Michael, if you're both good, one of you has to be an outsider. Could either one of you right now say you're an outsider? Michael, Yahoo?
Jason, I think that you should like really rethink
There's two names.
how you play this game.
Michael and Doug. I mean, Michael and Yahoo. There's two names already. And it's like the balloonist. So one, if you're both good, one of you needs to be a outsider.
No.
I told Lynn that I
They
would
can be
tell
any
her.
order. They could
She
be a
died.
townsfolk
She's
and a
the only one I
minion.
trust.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow.
If they are both good, one of them has to be an
One is
outsider.
not both townsfolk. If they're both good, then one's an outsider.
Yeah, and demon,
Okay.
Jason, you might be the demon, so I'm not going to publicly
I'm gonna
say to
start the
possibly
vote
the demon.
in 3,
Something for
2, 1.
I don't think the outsider should come out, even if one of them is the outsider.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
not the emissary, therefore there's no reason to come out.
I do want to say this. If you think somebody is evil, you might want to be careful nominating all willy-nilly. Because like when I go back and look at this, Jason, you nominated Scotty day one. So if it turned out,
Yes, go ahead, Candace.
I didn't want to interrupt. I know you had to announce from the vote. I don't want to.
Yes, I'm going to count out. 2 votes not enough. Candace still in charge. 10 seconds.
It shows here that you nominated Scotty the first day, Jason. And so if by any chance,
If there's a rook in play, they should nominate who they chose.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
Unless they've already been nominated.
Yeah, unless they've already
well,
been
because
nominated.
see, if
first.
if there was an emissary and they didn't come out, whoever nominated them is evil now.
But then the emissary would come out and say that.
With that, Candace is in the chamber. She's
The emissary is good.
Yeah, I shouldn't die, but you know, whatever.
And the game
Again.
continue. Everyone go to sleep, please.
Before I do this, I just want to go on record and say there might be a usurper in play. I'm still going to kill Doug because I am just tired. And I'm pretty much ready to go to bed already. I don't feel quite right. But that's okay. We're going to try and finish it up. Let's see what happens. Could end the game. Might not. We shall see.
Oh.
Hi. We're just going to kill Doug.
Okay.
We're going to see what
You
happens.
want to use your one-time ability?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay, welcome back everyone. Dark Diary Reunite. This is day 3. You have 8 minutes for whispering starting now.
Great.
Doug,
Yahoo, let's talk.
Doug,
All right.
My
Yeah,
room.
sure.
My
Yeah.
room.
Rooms aren't open yet.
Oh shit.
Yahoo, you want to talk?
I wanted to talk to Lynn. If she is okay with you in the room, that's fine with me.
Yeah, you could come.
Yeah, I'll
Doug,
go
can
to
you-
your room,
Can
Jason.
you give your information
All
again,
three
right
of
quick,
us.
Doug?
Okay.
I'll go talk to Jason.
My room, oh, sorry.
Adele, oh, is he gone?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, right.
We need to, here's the thing, we almost have to kill Guami. I know you're looking at me funny, but as
Why
a safe,
Guami?
It's because I knew who the Majesty was.
I think we have to kill you and Jason, honestly.
I think Jason needs to go because Jason was, I don't know how he anchored himself to Lynn. I'm confused about that.
That did they because he didn't talk to anybody day one. He sat here and watched whispers.
But
And
there
all
has
of a
to be
sudden
a
he just anchored himself.
wait.
I don't think
Except doesn't there have to be a queen because they got numbers on
Yeah.
both days?
Yeah.
Did Lynn get? Yeah, I never talked to Lynn to get her info, but my info.
It was-
If Guami's correct, if Guami's what he said he is, and I actually now know what my role does.
Right.
Me picking you did nothing. Me
Right.
picking myself worked perfectly.
Right.
And we'll see. We won't know. I picked a different person this time, but we're never going to find out.
Did you pick a Yahoo or?
Yes.
Okay. Or Michael.
I was torn.
Oh no,
I was
it
gonna
doesn't
go back
matter. It
to
doesn't
you.
matter who. It doesn't matter who you pick because nobody's going to get the information because both the Majesties.
I know. Yeah, that's why.
Let me change my. So I was a food taster, and I got lucky and picked Lynn, night 0.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and with us being confused about the information, I went back to her confused, like, 'cause we were confused about the format of the information.
I was really confused. I was like, how does she know that this person
you got
is
lucky.
that character?
Yes. I was like, how would you know that this person is that role? It didn't work.
And I was like,
like
that's
that.
not the. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Are you
So I
lying to
was-
me? At first, I was like,
Yeah, me too.
Are you
That
saying
had me thinking that?
So
Are you saying we've all been poisoned in the first round? That's why.
No.
Pretty
Lynn died.
much. Let's just end this one now and start all over again. Because
Yeah, right.
no. But seriously, us not knowing how that information was going to be formatted was really.
I knew how it was
interesting.
supposed to be
I
formatted.
figured. I knew it was going to be this way.
Well, the Majesty didn't.
Yes,
Okay, and
that
so
was
that
the
led,
issue.
and I didn't. So it led to a lot of confusion.
I see.
Because when the information was shared, I spent a good. I didn't choose her the second I chose somebody else because I was like, well, wait a minute, something's wrong. And I'm looking at the roll list like, bluffing or something. Like, what is this? What's going on? Like, I don't understand what's going on.
Michael, can we talk?
Doug, can we talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andreas, sure. We'll talk.
Go to my place.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I do?
So we're saying Lynn was not the Majesty that died the first night.
She was.
She was.
Well, then
She was.
wouldn't the most logical demon be the first one, the Isbadaden?
Isbadaden.
It seems like that.
Yeah.
But he knows everything Majesty knows.
But then
Right.
how are we getting poisoned every other night? That's a different demon, isn't it? Or is it a mid?
How are we getting poisoned?
I thought
don't-
people were saying we were getting poisoned a lot.
The only thing that would poison us,
Oh no, we can't.
the emissary.
It seems unlikely that we got poisoned because if both days the Majesty got 1, that's pretty consistent.
And
But
on night
something's not
2,
right.
Jabberwocky, if the Jabberwocky poisons every other night, night 2, my information was correct to Doug. And I know that's why I trust Doug 1,000% because he knew what I was without me telling him.
How?
Because he was the Majesty.
Majesty isn't told what you are.
You're not told what you are.
No, he's the one who told me what my power was because when I told him I picked myself.
Oh, how did you know to tell him? How did you know that? I don't know. How did he come out with telling you his role?
because
That's weird.
when I also told him I was an outsider, which I've told many people, he goes, "Oh, you have the cardinal ability. That's why my picking you the first night did nothing. Me picking myself did something. Read the cardinal."
Yeah, I know all that. But
he told me my role before we figured that out.
So you were the pawn, Scotty?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did he know you were the pawn is my question.
Because he was told that there was one in play.
That's all he was told. He wasn't told who.
No, but once I told him I was an outsider.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense.
I mean, yeah, he's dead, so I guess.
Yeah. No, I trust Doug 1,000%.
Had you talked to Doug before that?
Nope. We were bored. It was like this. I'm like, hey, you want to talk? And I burned him last time we played, so I felt bad and I wanted to talk to him. And then we deduced, he helped me figure out my ability. And that's when I was sold.
Okay.
Hey, Kwame.
Alex
Yes.
Andreas, people I haven't talked to.
Kwame.
Do you guys want to talk?
Yes.
Look at the
You want to chat?
nomination. Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
Okay.
Mine,
Okay.
Who?
I'll let you guys do your thing, but I know what you're talking about, Candace.
Alex or Andreas, which one of you want to talk?
Chris, do you want to talk?
I'll talk to you.
Sure, Doug.
My room or yours?
I'll go to your place, Jason.
You want to go to my room?
Yeah, I'll go to your room.
Okay.
I know you don't like giving out info, but do you potentially pick people at night?
Well, you're dead, and I feel like I trust you. And plus, I want this game to end, so I'm just tired and ready to go to bed. I'll tell you, I picked one person once. I have reason to believe there might be a conspirator in play, but that doesn't make any sense.
Conspirator?
It doesn't make no. There's not I don't know what happened.
No.
I don't know. I'm very lost in this game. I picked Jason, and I got not the queen, but it wasn't a bad roll, so I'm very confused.
Wait.
I don't understand.
So you picked Jason the first night or the second night?
Not night 0. It was 1 or 2. Last night was 3, right? It wasn't last night. I think I picked him the first, not night 0. I think it was the first night. That sounds right.
Okay.
Right?
What, you're not the rook?
I don't want to say my role.
Okay.
But I might be implying it heavily enough that I'm screwing myself. But
and did you pick? So if that is who you are, who did you pick the second night?
Candace was evil.
No, she wasn't.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, I'll talk to you the next day.
I think the queen's a bluff roll.
It's not a bluff roll, Scotty. And if you really believe that, then I can't trust you at this point. But anyway, just so everyone knows.
Jason, add Doug to that.
Add Doug.
Okay.
Doug, let me say it was Alex.
Okay.
Hold on, everyone. Okay, welcome back, everyone.
I'll talk to you about it later.
This is day 3.
Okay,
you have 10 minutes for discussion and nominations.
Can I ask? Can I just not ask? Can I just tell my info before anyone interrupts me?
Yep.
So, I got Michael as being the knight as my information on the only time I got information, night 0, whatever. And someone else just came
You
out.
have to split it up, Lynn.
It's split up. It's not Michael.
You have
at the
to
night.
split-
It's Michael.
uh-uh.
at the night.
It's
Michael
3
on the
different
night.
pieces of information.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Jesus, I'm so freaking confused with this. Okay.
You got Michael, Knight, and 1.
Okay. Okay. No, that makes sense. Everything's good now. Everything's good in
Okay.
my world.
Anyway,
Good.
I have info that goes with I have info that goes with that.
Okay.
The knight. So the knight. Sorry, I just found the rook, and the rook who found the scoundrel yesterday. Yesterday they picked Michael. Michael is claiming cupbearer, so clearly Michael is not the cupbearer and is actually the scoundrel bluffing cupbearer. So Michael's the one we need to kill next.
Okay, wait one
rook-
second. Who did Michael give the cup to? Because he did give it to someone, I believe.
He tried to give it to me the first night.
Gave it
He
to
did.
Doug.
I give it Doug, who didn't accept it, and then night 2, did Michael give a cup?
No, I didn't.
He did not. So Michael is claiming cupbearer, but he's not the cupbearer, it's a scoundrel. Michael, you want to give me the cup? I'll drink your cup right now to prove it if you want.
I offer a cup of mead again to Jason.
Okay, I'm not taking it because I know
Michael.
you're evil, but thank you.
Why did you waste that? Because you could have actually proven something.
Yeah.
Could have given it like to someone else who doesn't get any info anymore. I would have taken it.
No, I don't get info either. We don't get info.
Well,
but
then you should have taken
Then
it.
you should have
was-
taken
it
it.
was a
Guami
waste.
might have taken it, and
I
most of
would've
us
taken
trust
it,
Guami.
And then I would have proved that I'm not.
No, that was a waste.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Anyway,
A waste by the fake queen. Yeah.
well, it's not
That's-
me that this info is coming from. This info is coming from the rook. The rook.
Well, I don't care. That was a waste of info because
don't-
you literally take a day of information, said I'll drink it, and then you didn't, and that was a waste.
Well,
No way
reason
you
for
parse it.
anyone- There's no reason for anyone good to die right now when we already got the
Well, that's
scoundrel.
fine.
Somebody
It
might
was-
want to clear
no reason for you to
themselves.
waste info either.
Okay, anyway, the rook picked Michael yesterday. The rook picked Michael yesterday. Whether you all believe it or not, the rook picked Michael yesterday.
Wait, like
Okay.
last night or the day before,
The
Jason?
day that you got scoundrel, the rook picked
Okay.
Michael. That's the answer. So if Michael's claiming cupbearer, he's not the cupbearer. No, I wasn't going to kill myself for real.
That's
to
fine. I
prove
don't
that he's
care.
the
I just don't
scoundrel.
like you taking that off the table.
If my information is correct, Doug, then that works out as well. Then your
I'd rather
That's
Guami
weird.
have drank it to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that
But
he's
why
not
if we just kill
accidentally.
him? Why
Huh?
if we kill him, why are we going to sacrifice a good person for no reason? There's no reason to sacrifice a good person.
Okay, then everybody
Then
that
I
has ever
nominate
died by the
Jason.
Virgin's an idiot.
I
Oh,
nominate Jason.
I don't think that's.
Mute everyone. Okay.
So
Okay. Scotty has nominated Jason. Scotty, unmute yourself and give you your case.
I believe both of the people next to Jason are good. Simple as that. Based on, I know Doug 1000% is good. My conversations with Candace make me believe she's good. She wanted to just end the game and start over because of confusion. So I don't believe that either person next to Jason is evil. It's mine.
Right. Jason, you can unmute yourself and defend.
Okay, so instead of going by gut feelings, I'm going by actual information. So Lynn's information isn't just a gut feeling, it's actual information. Lynn got 1 Michael Knight. The 1 comes from me, which means one of Doug or Candace is evil. The Michael comes from the Squire, which means that Michael's one of the 4 things, because it's like a balloonist. The Knight means that the Knight picked themselves to confirm they were the Knight. That answers the Knight question. Then Doug on day 2 got another 1, which means one of Candace or Doug was evil, which is lined up with me. Then he got a pawn, which I know that the pawn picked themselves and is actually the cardinal. I know that already. And I'm not going to say who the pawn is, but I know that the pawn is actually the cardinal and picked themselves. Then the rook picked the scoundrel, and the rook picked Michael, like I've been saying. And then a Yahoo, who I do believe is good at this point, is actually good because Michael is one of the minions, which Michael and a Yahoo are 2 of the people that the balloonist or Squire or whatever you want to call in this game got. So therefore, everything
Scribe.
goes to Michael and nothing other than Michael. And I know the pawn picked himself, and I trust the pawn, even if the pawn doesn't trust me.
And the other thing too is the queen can't.
Kwami's got his
Yeah.
hand up. He's had his hand up for me.
Yeah. So yes, there's queen information from both people. I think that the information was just poisoned is all, but I do think Jason is the queen.
Anyway, so continuing on with that, my other logic at this point, I'm just going to say it now just in case, is that whoever the Knight picked in turn 2 is clearly not a townsfolk, whether they're an outsider or whether they're a minion or a demon. whoever the knight picked in turn 2, since we didn't get a good roll in turn 2, whoever the knight picked in turn 2 is also going to be a minion or demon, or possibly outsider. So
or an outsider, minion,
again,
demon, or outsider. I agree
I'm
with
trying to
that.
help I'm trying to help the good team as much as possible. I'm trying to piece together the info because we're not getting any more because we don't have any more majesties left in the game. So we got to piece together with what we got, and we got to use our knight. We got to use everything we got and try to get checkmate on this bad guy. Anyway, so Michael is the much better kill because the rook did pick Michael. Therefore, Michael's the better kill than me.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Great case.
I already have give time for permanent information, and then Jason give a second defense. So I'm gonna start a vote on Jason.
There could be that charlatan in play too.
Yeah. I think the charlatan is the other minion, and they picked Jason both nights.
Both nights.
That makes total sense.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
otherwise,
they don't
how would
pick
you have the
That does
same
make
number each
sense.
night?
They don't pick
Yeah.
I
Jason.
think
they
Candace
pick the
and
queen.
Doug are both good.
Yeah.
They pick the queen, not Jason.
Yep.
Right.
The roll's not enough Jason to stay from.
Okay, so even
Okay.
if they pick me both nights, still Michael makes the most sense. Does everyone agree with this, or does anyone?
Yes.
think that
Well,
Michael
if-
is flawed? So I nominate
Well,
Michael.
It doesn't make sense that Jason was picked two times. So if the role Candace is claiming is right, though.
Jason nominate Michael. Give your case, Jason.
So there's multiple information that points to Michael being bad. At this point, not only did he show up in the Squires thing against a Yahoo, who I'm assuming is claiming townsfolk, even though I haven't talked to him yet. Also, the rook picked Michael the night that Scoundrel showed up with Doug. So therefore, Michael's got to be a scoundrel. I don't think there's any other option because if I was poisoned, then there can't be all this poison going around anyway. So Michael
There can be because they poison two at the same time.
Well, of
Mhm.
course
They
there
pick
can be,
two-
but
two
what's the
roles.
likelihood? What's the likelihood that
It's actually
exactly-
quite
If-
likely
it's
because they pick the
quite
role. They don't
likely.
pick the player. They pick the role, not the player. So they
So
know
if
which role.
if
So they
yeah,
pick
it's
what?
quite likely if they picked
It's very
you.
likely. It's
like
very
30%.
likely, actually.
No, there's no drunk. The charlatan picked two roles, so he
Yes.
obviously picked you both times.
That could be wrong.
And then there's
Well-
somebody else that was picked as well.
I would think the charlatan would pick the queen and the rook.
Yeah, because you want to hide.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
the
very
queen would
likely. It's very
Yeah,
likely.
I don't
you,
think
It's
so.
you
actually
want to
more
hide the
likely than
minions and the
not.
evil. That makes sense. That makes
It's
perfect
more likely than it
sense.
is not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe
Um,
that.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's
Michael,
very
It makes
you
sense to
give your
me.
defense? Have you given your defense yet? You can
No.
unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Michael.
Unmute yourself, Michael.
I haven't said anything, but Adele and Candace have done a pretty good job in my defense, so I'll go with that.
Okay, could I just add something now? There's no other better
Time
kill
for
this turn.
permanent information.
The pertinent information is there's no other better kill this turn though. We don't have suspicions on anyone, so this is the only kill that makes sense. Regardless if everyone was poisoned and all of it's wrong, there's no other kill that makes more sense at this point.
And he also
have a
claimed
social
not
cue
just
suspicion.
cupbearer, he also claimed knight. So
Oh, he also claimed knight and claimed cupbearer. He's claimed a bunch of different roles. He's been doing weird things. Yeah, there's no other thing around it at this point. Adele.
Andreas?
you claimed knight. That's the information that I got.
No, I never claimed knight.
No, that was the
I was
misinformation.
mistaken on that. I was mistaken on that.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna start with Michael in 3, 2, 1.
No. The information doesn't actually line up with Michael. There's some information you don't know,
It
Jason.
doesn't. We need to restart. I'm sorry.
Just
Throw the whole game away. Throw the whole game away.
oopsie daisy.
Well, I guess it doesn't.
Throw it away.
Kill again, Adele.
3 votes, not enough. Michael is safe for a day.
I nominate Scotty.
Okay, Steven nominates Scotty. Make your case, Steven.
I don't know. If somebody else wants to make my case, they can.
I'll make the case, I guess. There is a good likelihood that the charlatan is the information of the pawn. It doesn't have to be actually the pawn picking themselves. It could be a charlatan just choosing one of these that pick the outsider. What's it called? I don't know what it's called, but you know the one. The cardinal. The cardinal. It's possible. And the social cues that I'm getting from Scotty, which obviously I'm not the greatest social cue reader, but just the social cues is telling me he's evil. I don't know why. There's so many Like I've played werewolf with him in the past few games yesterday, and it's matching up.
Even though he's gone against me, I don't think
Scotty, your defense.
Yeah, I think my role's been very clear. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, the only reason I picked Jason was not just because of suspicion. It was also that he wouldn't drink the cup. But I do believe Jason's puzzle is all correct. So I'm not suspicious of Jason. I'm way more suspicious of Michael than myself, but he's off the block. So if I had to pick somebody, I'd pick Alex or Chris, because I just don't know. I used my information on a Yahoo last time, but I'm also not a bad kill. Guami's not a bad kill, and Adele's not a bad kill. But I'd rather find evil people.
I have information.
Time for permanent information.
I have information to add. Scotty's been after me the whole game, but there's no way he's not the pawn and he's not the cardinal. Unless someone wants to claim cardinal right now and say they pick someone else, Doug is clearly the prince. So Doug did get pawned. So everyone can't be poisoned. So therefore, he's got to be the pawn who picked himself in the cardinal. There's no other way around it because Doug actually got pawned. And you can't say that all these people are drunk. So I'm not going to vote for Scotty. And instead, I want to vote for Adele if someone wants to nominate Adele next. Because he was the one who said, let's not kill and this and that. And he defended Michael for whatever reason, saying that everyone must be drunk. But I can't be drunk and Scotty can't be drunk and everyone can't be drunk. And if I'm drunk and the rook is drunk, then Scotty's not drunk. And Scotty, unless someone wants to claim cardinal right now and say they picked someone else, then we have to believe that he's the pawn and clearly picked himself. We gotta agree to that at this point. There's no other logic. Unless drunk too.
Andreas had his hand up. And
I think the better kill would be Alex for this round.
Let's start a vote on Steven. Scotty.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, I will explain after the vote. That was
he said that we were voting on me. That's why I said no.
Oh,
Okay. I think if Alex, Andreas, or Chris is an outsider, it's a good idea to come out now.
Yeah, please.
I am not.
Can I bring up one other
outsider? Are you an outsider,
Alex?
No.
Alex, are you an outsider?
There
No.
has to be another one.
Okay. No.
Let him speak, guys. We asked a question and everyone talked. Alex, are you an outsider?
He's not. He's not.
It's not. Okay. I picked him as knight in the second night, and there was no info going to Doug, so he's either an outsider or an evil person.
He's
Okay.
no, he's not.
Somebody nominate Alex, I think.
I nominate Alex.
Hey, Wami nominate Alex. Give your case, Wami.
People are pointing that he might be evil. I haven't talked to him. Let's hear what he has to say.
Okay, Alex, your defense.
I'm the one that gave Jason the rook information.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you want to kill me, that's fine, because I think a charlatan would be likely messing my info up. So,
yeah.
Someone else has kind of claimed Rook as well.
I have a few questions here very quickly. And I'm just being honest. There's no reason that all of us don't come out with roles at this point because no one's ever getting more information. Because if the
That's not a question.
No, there is I will come out with my role, Jason, but I'll tell you why there is a reason. So I'm the concubine. That's why I was looking for the second outsider, because I know there's 2 outsiders. I wanted to make sure no one doubles claim, and no one did.
You're
so
not the
therefore, I
scribe?
am with you.
There
You're
is a
not the
scribe.
scribe?
I'm not.
No, you
Oh,
claim
but there's,
scribe.
there's scribe information.
Just leave it alone for now, Scotty. Leave it alone now.
Time for permanent
Leave it
information.
alone.
Wait,
Or
wait,
else starting vote on Alex.
okay, so you're claiming night now?
What?
Hey, starting
But
vote.
basically, there's only 2 outsiders. Therefore, it's me and Scotty if no one else is double claiming. So I'm with Scotty again. I just wanted to make sure. That's why I went with all that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. You can die now, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, so we can kill Adele. Adele's
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think Alex is whatever.
It's too late.
Wait,
Adele's a
4
better.
votes is not enough. Alex is safe for a day.
Here's why.
10 seconds.
Because he could be lying at that, and Lynn could have been possibly the whatever, the drunk, the lunatic.
Oh, I missed the vote.
Is anyone going to nominate Adele, or are we not going to?
I don't. At this point, we don't need to kill him.
We don't need to
Someone-
kill Adele.
No, we
Somebody
need
should
to find a
nominate. I already
demon.
did.
If we don't kill, we're just gonna get
Nope.
picked off one by one.
I don't know why you
Okay,
guys
Someone
didn't.
nominate.
so we gonna help
No
the demon
execution.
kill us?
Too late.
Everyone go to sleep, please.
Oh, this is dumb.
Of course
Yep.
it's done.
Terribly.
This is horrible, and I'm extremely exhausted, and I'm just screwing shit up. Hello.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm doing. Andreas, I guess.
Okay. One-time ability.
No.
Okay.
Someone sounds like they're dying.
I think somebody is dying.
Oh, Chris is a demon.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is day 4. Andreas died during the night.
Oh shit.
Gil has 8 minutes for whispering into
Michael.
Adele, can I have a quick
Michael,
talk?
please offer me a
I'm in
cup.
my room, please.
I'll talk with you, Ayahu, and Chris. How about that?
Okay, that's fine.
Lynn and Guami.
Who's going first?
It's easy to find. Let's do
I'll
that.
go in
My
the room,
place.
Candace.
Who are you talking to first,
Guami,
Adele?
you too.
Both
Jason,
of us.
can we
Me, you,
just quickly
and
talk?
Ayahu,
Oh.
and Chris.
Ooh,
Me,
Oh,
you,
okay.
My place.
Me.
Yes,
Yeah.
but let's include Andreas. Andreas, can you come in?
Well, he's gonna come eventually, but I just want to ask. You're not the Majesty, right?
No. I would like to say that I think Yahoo is evil. No, I'm just kidding. No. I think Alex is evil.
If you're not the Majesty, right?
Nope.
Okay, then I just did that, Yahoo, in case there's a pretender.
Yeah, no, I totally understood why you
Yeah.
did what you did. And I also,
Yeah.
well, okay, I am very exhausted and I have no idea what's going on, so I'm totally useless. But I like what you did.
And there's no pretender because I wasn't killed. If the evil people suspected there was still a Majesty, they would have killed me.
What would they have known? Would they know if there's a pretender?
So they would know if they had the usurper, which is possible. If they had the usurper,
So there
and
still
not
could be
winning.
a pretender because the fact that you didn't die doesn't guarantee it, right?
It doesn't guarantee it, but because Alex is not claiming Majesty,
evil.
Chris has-
Evil doesn't think that there's a pretender. Is your point?
Yes, and I don't think either because Chris is not claiming that he's the Majesty, and therefore there is only 2 outsider claims. There
Do you
cannot
trust
be.
Chris?
I would.
It doesn't matter if I trust him or not. He's either evil or he's not the outsider. That's the point. That he's either evil or he's not an outsider. He's not a good person lying. He's not an outsider lying. That's my point. He's not lying as an outsider.
I much
And
rather good people
therefore,
that lie.
Yeah, I know, but therefore we have to conclude that Scotty is good because there's only 2 outsiders. There is only 2 outsiders.
Is Scott even claiming outsider? I don't even know. What
I think Alex is evil.
Yes, he's claiming pawn. He's claiming pawn, and because he's claiming pawn, and we have a concubine, and there's no other claim of outsider, unless someone is playing it very poorly, we have to conclude that Scotty and the other outsider is good. Where do we go from there? I don't
Jason
know. I
thinks
think
you're
we
bad, so maybe I
lost our
shouldn't trust you.
majesty.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You know,
but
and he
that's
thinks
not
Yahoo was bad earlier. Why am I in the room with you two?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Are we all defecting? Is that the deal?
No, the main reason is that I wanted to ask you if you are the Majesty. If you're
Oh.
not,
Get out of here,
then-
Chris.
Fine.
then there's nothing else, unless you want to come out with your role.
He doesn't.
I don't believe Alex.
Yes, Vidadin. That's your role, the non-believer.
The non-believer of Alex. So that's what I'm going out with because it's important information and it should be shared that Alex is wrong.
It just sucks because we have what? We have 7, 8 people and no one's getting information.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Right? Right? And
Well, I don't know
now
how- I don't
everybody's
know how-
expendable because we don't know any
There's
information.
no majesty.
Nobody's giving
Well, it's
information,
super
so we're
weird
all
because-
expendable.
If the information's correct that I'm hearing, it's super. Like we've done an incredibly bad job. Like as a town, we're awful.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to talk.
I
to
would
Andreas.
like to talk to you, Adele, when Chris is not here.
That's fine. I
Yeah,
can
Chris,
leave.
you wanna-
I'm not saying get out of here, but
us
if
drop?
you would do that.
But if you just leave, yeah. Fine, but
Yeah,
mark
okay,
my
I'll just leave.
mark my words. Alex is evil.
Okay,
That's fine.
believe.
I have
yeah, I'm
I
pretty
have it
sure.
marked down that way already. Anyway.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, Chris, can we talk right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
My room or yours?
It doesn't matter. Oh, yours is fine.
Okay, perfect.
What's up?
Okay. So just tell me your role and who you pick each.
Is this where you threaten me? Yeah, I know.
I just want to make sure if the person who claimed the role.
He's lying to you.
I know, but just who did you pick?
You and Alex.
And who did you pick in night 3?
No, I only got 2 picks.
Because everyone was dead. You didn't get to pick.
As far as I know, I didn't get to pick night 0. And I didn't get to pick night 3 or whatever you want to call it. I only picked 2 nights.
Wait, you didn't pick night 0?
No. Should I have? Because I guess that would make me suspicious. I don't think I picked night 0. I didn't get. Nobody
Right.
came to see me.
You were supposed to pick night 0. Are you sure you didn't pick me night 0?
I picked you and Alex.
And it was the night 0, night 1.
Sure. I'm lost on the nights, but I picked you and Alex.
Alex
And
is the scoundrel. Alex is the scoundrel. You picked him on the scoundrel night.
Is he the scoundrel? Yeah, he's a scoundrel. You weren't. Here's the thing. I didn't get you as queen, but I didn't get you as evil either. So I was very confused.
Because you only find minions.
Oh.
You only find minions. Read your role. You find
Oh.
minions. Only minions.
That explains why I'm not getting any information. Oh. Oh.
You won't. Okay, I got to ask Andreas something else. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I'm lost.
Did Nam visit you in night 3 and ask you to pick a person?
In night 3, yes.
Did he visit you tonight and ask you to, in night 4, did he visit you to ask you to pick a person?
No.
So in night 4 he didn't visit you, but in night 3 he did visit you.
Yes. I guess he didn't come tonight because I was dead.
Oh, Chris, you're positive on what you told me and you didn't get visited anymore?
Yeah. It was you, Alex, and I think that was it.
And you never got
I'm
visited?
looking at my
Andreas is saying he was visited every single night until he died.
Andreas is?
Andreas is saying he was visited every single night until he died. And you're saying you weren't visited every single night, including
No.
last night.
I was not visited every
Then
single
you
night.
can't be what you're claiming you are. You can't be what you're claiming you are then if you weren't visited. 'Cause
I
you're
have to
visited
be.
every single night.
I'm very confused on what Andreas is claiming. Didn't I tell you?
He's the knight.
I'm not the knight. No, I'm not I didn't claim the knight.
No, I know what you are. You're a different role, but you get visited every night also. And the fact that you're saying you weren't visited every night means you're lying.
Nam, why is the
I'm very
grimoire
confused.
at night?
Okay.
No, it's a day.
Is it day?
I don't know what I did.
I
It's
did
fine.
see it flash to like night for a brief moment.
Right.
I wish
It
you
makes
had a
some
look
weird stuff.
every night because I want to believe you Because your info
Yeah.
actually lines up with everything else. But now I can't believe you if you say you weren't visited every night.
I know. I understand.
Are you eating sushi?
I don't know why I'm not getting visited.
Not tonight. It's
Oh, thumbs up. Let me
it's
close the
fried
room.
rice and some spicy chicken, some teriyaki chicken, and some salmon and vegetables.
Scotty, were you visited tonight by Nam and picked the person?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody.
So Chris is claiming Rook, and Alex is claiming Rook, and there's a double claim. Alex did say that he was visited every night. Chris didn't say he was visited every night. But Chris, of course, said he picked Alex. Who do we believe more?
Well,
I do.
I wasn't visited last night. I had to text. No, I'm just but I guess if the Majesties are dead, then that role doesn't work.
Scotty, were you visited?
I got visited anyway.
Scotty got visited. I'm so confused. Some people are saying that visited. People are saying they weren't visited.
It would make sense that they were
Maybe they're
visited
liars.
because
Right. Hold on. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is, let me see, day 4. Hold on.
Day
The day
Day
hasn't
4.
started yet.
Michael, do your thing.
4. Okay.
Yes.
Hasn't started yet. Now it's
We
started.
will have, you have 8 minutes. Or no, I'm gonna take 10. 10 minutes for discussion and nomination starting now. Okay.
All right. I'm offering my glass of mead to Scotty.
Hey, Michael's offering the glass of meat to Scotty.
I down it in one gulp. Whoosh.
Okay. So Scotty took the glass of meat from Michael and rang it, right? You accept it?
Absolutely. One swallow.
Yeah. And and after have a big sip of meat, he just, this very delicious meat. And he asked Michael, is this homemade, Michael? Is this homemade meat?
It's home brewed. In the
script.
Yeah. So it's homebrew. So Michael's very confident that Scotty is going to love it. But then Scotty started adding words and he throw up and then he just throw to the ground. And then this time Michael stand right next to Scotty and look down to check if Scotty is dead or not. And oh no, Scotty has stopped breathing. Scotty died.
There you go, Scotty. There's your answer. I said it last turn and no one wanted to vote with me.
Well, you said he was good a while ago.
I didn't say he was good. I said
you absolutely said he's clear to the scoundrel.
It's Michael and Chris. It's Michael and Chris because Chris obviously lied about the Rook. So it's Michael and Chris.
Or Jason and Michael.
Then.
What do you mean, or Jason and Michael?
Because you came back and said he's clear to the scoundrel. You said absolutely he's clear to the scoundrel.
Well, that's because I thought I was told that Chris lied about his role, which is what I was sussing out. I don't know why you took a drink without letting me explain what I was just.
I wanted to prove it.
Well, now we proved Michael's bad, but Chris is worse. So
Hopefully we keep Michael around so I can drink something tomorrow because that looked like a lot of fun.
Anyway, there's a double claim. Alex did pick Michael and got scoundrel. Chris is claiming he picked Alex when the scoundrel happened, so therefore Chris is the one lying. Chris
I with that.
Do you think I was like poisoned then on the second night?
No. The poison is either the role that we don't have, the conspirator, or the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky doesn't seem like it's.
Anyway, the only thing that makes sense is killing Chris because he double claimed Rook and he's not the Rook.
Why is it?
I don't know why every time I play, somebody double claims my role. For once, it's not Kwame.
Well, Chris, it might be because you don't give any information, so people don't think it's in play.
That's fair.
Might be a terrible strategy that you have.
It's not terrible strategy.
I agree. Chris is a good kill here.
I disagree, Adele. Thank you very much.
Anyway, I nominate Chris. And
Jason nominate Chris.
So Jason, you say I was charlatan.
I'm gonna mute everyone.
That's why.
Okay, Jason, you can unmute yourself and then give your case.
Forgetting about the Knight's info for a second, let's just look at the Rook info. And the reason I nominate Chris is because one Rook, Alex, said that he picked Michael. And then sure enough, Michael is the scoundrel. The other Rook, Chris, claimed that he picked Alex. Or he claimed he didn't pick anyone on night 0. Then he picked me, then he picked Alex. So therefore, I would have been the cupbearer, bad cupbearer, scoundrel, whatever, in that case. But I'm not, clearly. So Therefore, whatever Chris said when he only picked 2 people and didn't pick someone on night 1 and then didn't get seen again and whatever, Chris is lying about being the rook. Michael is the scoundrel, so Michael, we don't care about it at this point. No one's ever going to drink from him. We got to kill the demon. Chris might be the demon. He's the much better killer. If he's not the demon, we know Michael's bad, but either way, Chris is the one we got to kill.
Okay, Chris, you can unmute yourself and give your defense.
Alex is lying about the rook. He's not the rook. I don't know what happened with the 2 nights. All I got was, and it could have been Jason and then Alex. I could have been mistaken on if it was night 0 or 1, whatever. But that's the bottom line. Jason, this hurts. No, it's okay. I'm just a rook, and none of my information is going to matter anymore.
For everyone to talk.
I wasn't done.
Chris, did you get woken up last night?
No, I haven't been woken up since 2-3 nights ago. I have a hard time keeping count. It was 2-3 nights ago. I don't
I just want
remember.
to know about last night.
No, not last night.
Alex, were you awakened last night?
No,
I know.
I had to text to see, to say what I wanted to do, but after you think about it, if both majesties are dead,
I got
No,
matter.
no, that
So
doesn't-
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
It
you
doesn't matter,
shouldn't
but
still
it-
because that's too much
it should've
information to
gone
give
by.
that. Like
Yeah,
if I was
And
doing
nothing has
Bluffing.
ever been confirmed in Blood on the Clock
Yeah.
Tower. Why would suddenly things be 100%
Here's the
confirmed?
thing.
Well, I'm just saying, if it could have slipped Nam's mind.
Does anyone not believe that
Didn't
Michael is now the evil scoundrel? Does anyone
Okay, I'm
not
going to
believe-
start a vote on Chris. 3,
Yes, I believe.
2.
Then we gotta vote for this.
Yes, I'm voting. I'm voting.
Then we have to vote for this. If we believe that Michael
agree.
is the scoundrel, we have to vote for this. It's the only thing that makes sense.
To be
And
fair,
this is why I didn't drink his drink the first night.
I would have preferred Guami to drink the drink over Scotty just because I know Guami's role. But
Alex,
I think
Alex, did
Michael's
did you
not
wake
very
up
good
before
either.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, I've woken up every night except
Okay,
last
okay,
night.
okay.
Four
Then that
votes
makes more
is
sense
enough.
than Chris.
Chris is currently in the charming block.
I will nominate Alex.
Okay, Chris nominate Alex. Make your case, Chris.
I'm the rook. The end. He's not. That's all. That's all I got. It seems open and shut to me. Obviously, it won't to anybody else, but that's okay.
For me, it looks a little bit like Chris and Alex might be both evil ratting Michael out as a cover, but it doesn't make sense for me because I believe Candace is evil as well, and then we have too many evils. But
Alex, can you your defense?
Yeah, I chose Jason, Michael, Doug, Adele. But my thinking basically is if we have the charlatan in the game, I don't know if you can trust my info or
Whoever
Jason's.
lines
but-
up, Michael is the evil one. Michael the scoundrel.
Hold on, he just
Well,
said
you gotta have.
he just got 4 people and he said he didn't wake up every night. That's perfect 4.
He probably doesn't remember, but he did. He obviously did wake up every night because he got 4.
Well, I did the last one by text.
Okay.
In any
did you
case,
say you woke up and had
Yeah, he
Michael on your
did
first
say he
night?
did it by text. He said he did it by text.
yeah,
Okay, so he did wake up every night.
I'm just saying I wouldn't trust my
No,
info.
we're not voting for you, Alex. It's
Okay,
fine.
I'm
No one's
going
voting for
time
you.
for permanent information.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I,
we
have,
started voting on
I
it.
do
Well,
have
you're voting
information.
for me.
I do have information, guys. So, is there any explanation why Chris wouldn't wake up 3 times in a row if he's the rook?
No.
No,
But I'm
because-
confused that Michael says he chose that Alex said he chose Michael on the first night, but the info about the scoundrel came out on the second.
No, he chose me on the first night. He chose me.
No, he chose Jason first, then Michael. Jason,
I
Michael,
feel
he
like
said
that's a
that.
cover. I feel like that was a cover. That's what I was expecting him to say. That's why I was laughing earlier.
It doesn't
Grace, I'm
matter.
not
Is there
evil
any
at all.
explanation? The point is
It
there
does
any
matter,
explanation to
Adele.
Chris's claim? I know, but is there any explanation to
No,
Chris's
no.
claim?
I am
Then
starting
Chris
vote.
is the better kill for now.
3,
That is it.
2, 1.
I would just like to also point out that if I was the demon, which I am not, what was I going to say? I would know if the rook was in play or not. So why would I have chosen a play rook if he was the rook?
It's me, Chris,
Yeah,
but the
who
rook
are
has to
you
wake up.
voting?
Well, that's fair.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just pointing it out. That's all.
Yeah.
So maybe Alex.
Feel like You
That's
don't
fine.
you don't think that Chris is evil?
Maybe you're a
Three
minion.
votes
Yeah,
not
maybe.
enough.
No, I thought it
Chris
was
is
helpful.
Just
still in
maintaining the
Bluff.
integrity of your bromance.
I thought it was helpful to keep the evil people voting. It looks like Michael and Chris are evil to me.
Yeah, we knew that.
That's
Michael's
fine.
go-
It's
it's
fine,
pretty
Jason.
much
I'm
confirmed.
sorry about my idiotic not understanding and being exhausted.
No,
I
it's all right.
apologize for even being in your presence.
No, it's all right. I was just
Before we go further, can anyone explain me why anyone would trust Candace to be good? Because that
No
doesn't
one
go
does.
into my head.
No one does.
No
Well,
one
okay,
does.
if she is
Okay.
evil, how does that change what we're doing right now?
I nominate Michael.
I'm just saying
Wait,
that she's
Steven,
like
nominate
in rooms
Michael.
with everyone every day, and I don't know why.
Steven, give me your case, please.
Are you mad because I didn't talk to you yesterday? Is that what this is?
Of
It's my
course.
case time, Candace.
No,
It's okay. I forgive you. You talk. I talked in your
I'm
time.
so
I forgive you.
jealous. I just don't even know what to
Steven,
say.
give
Good
you
grief.
I
I'm so
can't.
scorned
give
in
your
this
case,
group.
please, Steven.
So
Unmute him.
I think it's painfully obvious that either Michael or Scotty is
Yep.
evil. Scotty died, so either Scotty was evil and is dead, or Michael is evil. So I feel like we should kill an evil player. I realize that if Chris is the demon, that he's the person to go after. But I'm just saying, if we kill Michael, then definitely an evil person died today, and I think that's good. And I'm like way exhausted, and that's my logic, and that's what I'm doing.
He's the other evil person, so let's
Okay,
kill Chris.
Michael, your defense.
So I'm content killing Chris.
You're muted.
I don't like
Yeah, I
that
don't mind.
attitude, Scotty.
If you guys want to kill Chris, that's fine. I'm just saying that's my nomination.
Can you mute everybody, please?
Yeah.
So clearly, I mean, I do believe that Scotty is actually good and that I'm poisoned, but you can believe that or not if you want. I'm curious as to why Ayahu is not going towards, staying with what we have. That's my only thing.
Because he's protecting the demon.
That's weird. At no point did I say I was protecting the demon.
I want to give a defense for Michael. Michael, I don't think we should kill you because you're just a minion. So I'm going to defend you in that way.
Right. Or he's a poison cup.
Yeah, he could be. I hadn't thought of that possibility.
No, the only
don't
can
see
be
the
poisoned
Jabberwocky.
if there's a Jabberwocky. That's the only possibility.
But
Doesn't seem
Michael,
like
we
it.
definitely shouldn't kill you. Because you're just a minion. We feel bad for you.
Yeah, well, and that's my point, is that I think he's a
and what's
minion.
that
And
about
if
the
you guys
Michael?
disagree with the logic of
Yahoo's trying to get us off of Chris.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually not. I'm good. And if Chris is evil, I think it's phenomenal that we found him also.
Yahoo was just happy that the first night he got to go talk to Chris, and instead of a conversation about nothing, they actually talked about the bluff rolls.
That's not true. Oh, I should vote. This was my thing. I don't mind that you guys don't vote. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll vote with
Chris
you
is
so they
voting.
look like
Hey, and maybe Michael vote too.
it'll make you look evil if we vote together. So
Go
that
2 votes not enough. 10 seconds. Is there any other nomination?
Chris, do you want to defect?
yes, can I defect, please? I'm the usurper, and I'm serped of the. I'm done with this. Are you coming with me, Yahoo? You only got 2 seconds.
No, I can't defect.
Yes, you can.
I'm not evil. That would be weird to defect.
Neither am
With
I.
that, Chris has been executed and die.
The game continues. Let's go.
Yes,
Oh, it
and
ends.
the game continue. Everyone go to sleep.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
Let's
I'm
go,
okay
Michael.
with that.
Told you.
Yeah, go to sleep, everyone.
I got no room to go to.
Yeah, you going to sleep.
You go to
here.
the actual
Yeah,
sleep,
you don't
yes.
have to go to sleep because the good team has won.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I played so bad. I was so tired and exhausted. I want to be clear.
Mistake. The only mistake that I didn't visit Alex last night. I'm sorry about that, Alex. I should have
Yeah,
visited you.
I couldn't do my charlatan thing last night.
Right. I was also laughing because you.
Charlotte.
Wait, I explained everything here. I need to mute everyone and use my headphone.
This would be good.
I did think Alex was bad. And it sounds like
Yeah.
you just claimed charlatan.
I'm second Alex and Chris. Who's the other one?
Okay,
Michael.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
mute everyone. I'm gonna explain everything. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, I'm not going to share the Grimoire yet because it's really crazy. But I'm gonna explain it very easy for you guys. So first of all, a very easy roll. At the top, you see Wami. he's the hero, and he know that the only majesty in the game is Lin, and Lin is the majesty, not the pretender or the bad majesty. Okay, so it's very easy. Wami know that Lin is the majesty at the start of the game. Okay, I will skip Alex for now, but he's one of the minion. He's a charlatan. Um, so I will explain later. Andreas is a knight. I think he survived. He got 3 picks. The first night he picked himself, and because he's a town folk, so therefore he report himself to the majesty as a knight, confirm himself. And then he picked who did you pick the second night?
He picked Alex.
Alex.
Oh yeah, he picked Alex. But Alex is a minion, so nothing happened. And then he died, I guess. Is it? Do you die the last night?
No, I picked Jason for night 3, but Doug died.
Oh yeah, you pick Jason, but there's no majesty. Don't have to worry about that. I still have to visit you. But there's no majesty, so nothing happened. And then you die. So that's for Andreas. Candice is a food tester. The first night she picked Lane, nothing happened. And then pick Adele and then get executed. So Jason is a queen who survived the whole game, I guess. Reported one to both majesty for both night they're alive, but one is not correct answers because Dog is also a good player. He is the prince, and he turned majesty right away when Lin died. I will go through. Yes, there's no pretender. Lin is the real majesty, but she died right away. I will come through Dark and Lin later. Adele the scribe, so it's just like a balloonist. Keep getting the majesty information. He gave the first night he gave Michael the scoundrel, and then the second night Stephen the concubine, the outsider. Chris is the demon, the Draco, but he never used his ability, so nothing happened there. Scotty is the pawn, but I think he did figure it out. You guys all figured it out. He's actually cardinal, and any outsider he picked that will report it to the majesty. Stephen is a concubine, but he never dies, so nothing happened. Michael, the second minion, the scoundrel. The first night he tried to give a dog some juicy liquid, but Doc refused, and then he tried to give Jason. Jason also refused, and the last day he gave it to Scotty, and Scotty drank it, so Scotty died. So that's everything. I'm gonna explain Alex first. So Alex is a charlatan. Each night he picked 2 players. The first night, I'm gonna share the screen now. The first night he picked the queen in the no, he didn't pick the queen in the rock. Okay, he picked the queen and the scribe. Can you see the document here? Okay, so he picked the queen and scribe. Okay, so he picked the queen and scribe. The queen is in play, so as I gave before, it's information, which is 1. And then for the scribe, because it's first night, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pick a random player, so it really doesn't matter. So I gave him Michael. And then he picked the second night. He picked the queen in the rock. So also I keep the queen consistent because no one died near the queen, so I continue to give the majesty 1, which is false information. And for a rook, I was debating. I'm not going to give the conspirator because there is not enough outsider, so I could give either the scoundrel or the observer, but I'm gonna give the scoundrel because why not? And then both the majesty die, so Alex later pick doesn't matter, but he did try to pick queen and scribe and then queen and rook for the last 2 nights. So and for the last thing I have to explain is the majesty information. So first night I show Lin this information. I think you guys know it already. So Lin know that 3 pieces of information. I'm gonna explain what happened. So Lin know that this is 1 Michael at night. So the 1 comes from the Chalanta even though Jason was sitting next to two good players, because Alex chose the queen, so it gave false information. I gave him 1. I gave him Michael because Adele is a scribe and was reporting a different player's name, and the knight is because Andreas picked himself. Okay. And then Lynn died, so she didn't get a second information. But then Doc become the second majesty, and then the second night I gave him this information. Okay, so continue. Chalantan still pick the queen, so he still give the queen 1, which is false information. And then I gave him pawn because Scotty is the pawn, which is in fact the cardinal, and he picked himself. So the cardinal, if they pick an outsider, will report to the majesty. So therefore, the dog learned that the pawn in his information. The next thing is a scoundrel, which is to cover for the bluff for Jalantan, who picked the rook. And then the last thing is Steven, because the Adele continued to give a different player name, and Steven is the outsider. And the bluff are the princess, the rook, and the cupbearer. Okay. Everyone can unmute yourself, but there's 2 highlights here. So the first thing is that Scotty mentioned sometime during games that why wouldn't we focus on Chris, Alex, or Michael? I was just like, are you cheating, Scotty? Because he's just call out to evil player. The second time that Alex trying to have the good team by saying this could be a Chalantan in play, and then he also mentioned that the Chalantan could have picked the queen, the rook last night.
That helps.
And that's true information. So I don't know what Alex is doing there. Maybe he's just trying to make everyone have fun for
Just trying to cast doubts on.
right. You were saying telling the truth the whole game. So
Well, I would
that's
like
the
to
game,
say
everyone.
one thing, and that is that everybody said that you shouldn't bluff the drink giving, but I actually think it was helpful in the game because after like 3 or 4 people did it, Michael did it, and Michael was evil, so he sussed him out.
Well, I said that the first night. No one believed me. I was like, I'm not drinking this drink. Like the fact that we just talked.
Sorry,
about
evil
it,
team.
and he threw it
Yeah,
out.
let me tell you what
literally almost
happened.
Killed me, and if you had killed me, we definitely would have lost. And if you hadn't killed me and I had outed my role, we definitely would have lost because then the
Majesty would be drunk.
Majesty would have been drunk for like the whole game, and that would have not been good.
You got so lucky killing me, Chris. So lucky.
I had it narrowed down to 3 people. I was like, let's go for 1.
3 people? How the heck did you have it narrowed down to 3 people?
Just by the way people were acting in the main room.
Here's what's interesting.
I went with the mostly quiet people, and that was like 5 people. One of them was you, and then
Talk to 2 people though.
no, I mean when we were talking in the main room, like as a group, you were kind of relaxed in the background. That's all.
What's interesting is that the evil people both bluffing Rook, Chris and Alex. Alex pointed to Michael because he needed to point to a minion. Chris pointed to Alex because he needed to point to a minion.
Yeah.
So all the evil people pointed to themselves with that Rook bluff because the Rook picks an evil player. So you guys all pointed yourselves out, which was really weird, but it helped us.
So
that was the info we had with that Rook, and it was fake info.
And let me just be clear. So last night I screwed up with Candace. Today I screwed up with my evil team. I'm just screwing up lately, and I'm sorry, guys. What I was trying to do, what I was doing was I went to go and talk to Doug, and I was going to tell him I was the princess. Well, I wasn't going to tell him I was the princess, but I was going to be the princess. And somehow in my mind, I got all flustered after I told him that I checked Jason, and then he thought I was the rook somehow, and I was like, sure, that sounds good. And I messed it all up, and it was all on me. Because I was going to be the princess, and I shouldn't have been the rook the entire time, and I was very confused.
I was curious why you were claiming to be rook when it was clearly Alex was. Oh no, I will say when I first read this script and the fact that everything is riding on the Majesty is that my thought was like, oh, this is fragile. Like how on earth is good gonna win this like a lot of the time? But having played through this. Or either that having all of the information come into a single player makes it super easy for them to figure out if they live long enough. But playing with it, it actually seems like it works much better than I was expecting.
I loved it. It's been one of my favorite games.
Yeah, for me through the script without playing, I'm like, this is never going to work. But having played it, this is great.
And I'm going to be old guy inappropriate because that's what they used to point me out.
Candace, you're looking pretty hot tonight. Just trying to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I didn't want to be. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
Thank you. It's the background. The background is just to let you all know who I am.
I think it's your hair. I think it's that sexy
Yeah.
hair.
Thank you.
Oh, and then
but
I
wait, there's more.
Yeah, I like it.
It's purple on the ends. Y'all can't see it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank
Sorry
you, though.
to.
I'm being silly.
Very nice.
Thank
No,
you.
it's very nice.
Thank
I
you.
apologize
I
to
approve.
Candice and Doc
Thank you.
for
Thank you. I
giving the
appreciate
Kino
it.
one. So
Well,
No, it was
another
fun
thing that
to
I'd like to point out is that Chris was double claimed against a fake knight, which was hilarious because it was a bluff roll
yeah.
and he was still double claimed, which shouldn't have happened.
And I never even gave bluff rolls to Alex, so I don't even know how he got it.
Super unlucky of him.
Well, I think
And then it's even worse because what was it? Day 2, Nam? I'm sitting here going, and I thought Michael and Andreas were minions. So I had them both in the room with me, and I just said all 3 bluff rolls out there.
That. I didn't tell you.
I
that,
know,
Chris.
I screwed
You
up.
can check
I
the
screwed up,
recording.
okay? I screwed up. I understand it's me. I understand it's all me tonight.
Well, actually,
But I told Andreas all the bluff rolls.
Andreas, what happened? What happened, Andreas?
Andreas, your bluff roll. Is that your 3 for 3 you gave him?
Hey, I was in the room with Andreas and Michael, and I just said all 3 of the bluff rolls because I thought they were both evil.
So I'm the count.
That's how
wow.
bad I
That
was
was me
tonight.
in the room,
It's
What?
I'm just screwed up,
Who your
okay?
minions were?
How did Andreas not just?
I'm
tell
not
us?
even
Yeah.
on any
Andreas, what
NyQuil.
happened?
I'm just
'Cause it
That's
was
so
a
true. I
3 for
wasn't
3.
with both in one room at the
What,
same
Chris?
time.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Chris is tired.
You must mistake me with someone. You weren't in the room with me.
No, in the main room here.
Chris,
You-
the reason
Yeah,
Yes,
Chris
Michael?
says-
we picked natural bluffs based on what we were, because I'm the scoundrel, so I'm obviously going to claim cupbearer regardless, even if there is a real cupbearer. We're going to have a conflict going on.
Right.
Yep.
And then
as charlatan,
Alex is choosing the rook as with the charlatan thing.
yeah,
So
it was like the queen, the scribe, and the rook were the 3 I were choosing. It became evident that there was a real queen and a real scribe, so I had to fall back on the rook.
And I offered the demon a cup
That's
at
all
the
fine.
first day, and he drank it because he's like, "Oh, that'll make me look good."
Yeah, I drank a cup, people. Let's go back. Let's recount that last vote because I drank a cup and I was good. Come
Well,
on.
the other odd thing is with double claims are normally minions when they're evil. So if I had been thinking properly, I may have made that more difficult for us.
I don't know.
Oh, I just hated getting that
I
cup.
picked you a Yahoo on my 3rd pick, which you would have registered had we had a Majesty. We'd have had. I changed myself, and then I picked you next. And
So you
my
were the one that
queen-
looks for outsiders.
I thought,
yeah.
I thought, Chris, that you were the Ibspabaddin or whatever that's called, because of the fact that you were able to pick Lynn off so early.
Oh, no. I picked Lynn off just because I was down to like I said, like 3 people, and I was like, I'm going to pick Lynn out of them.
Who are your other 2?
It was either Lynn, Candace, or I was going to possibly go for, who was the 3rd one? Maybe, I think it was Adele.
How come you didn't do your Draco thing ever?
Yeah.
Oh, I was holding on to it. I
too
wanted
early.
people to think
Yeah.
it wasn't in the game.
Yeah, it's too early for Draco.
No, but
Because we were not killing anyone during
there
the
was
day.
only a line of 3. There was only a line of 3. If you look at where the evil people are, the line of 3 was all on one side of the board, and he killed Lynn. He killed
Yeah.
Doug. One of those he needed to do. If not, he would have never gotten a triple kill.
Yeah. I think
Draco doesn't get a triple kill.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, it is triple kill.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, see, I read that wrong too. I'm just all messed up tonight, okay? It's all on me. I will play better next time, I promise.
If you'd taken me out, I couldn't have drank the. I couldn't have verified Michael, and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's living neighbors, so he could have.
Oh, I could have killed out. I could have killed 3 people, and it could have been an evil guy too. That would have been okay, I guess.
If you had done that with Jason the most recent night, it would have been Jason, Adele, and Alex that would have gone down.
No,
because
But it's fine if he kills an evil player, as long as it's last 2 remaining, he wins. So if he waits long enough,
maybe
he wins.
You can't do it
Yep.
after this.
If there was one more triple kill, he wouldn't have gotten a triple kill then. The triple
No,
kill.
you can get a triple kill by killing evil people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long
Actually-
as you end up with 2 people at the end, one is the demon, you win.
A good question for Nam is, if I would have picked Adele, would it have gone past me, or would it have just killed me too?
Probably would've killed
If you use your unspoken ability, then you would die as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Because you're
Don't
That's-
do that.
alive
That would
now.
be very.
I'm sure he would have told me that if I tried to do it,
I
but
don't know about that.
I just never thought about it anyway, so it's okay. I was gonna wait.
But you also had no idea what your ability was, apparently.
I had a little idea.
Yeah,
I mean-
understood about a third of about it.
No, it would have still worked. I just would have killed one of my minions, and that wouldn't have bothered me too much. I mean, fine.
I believe you thought it was one of the neighbors, not both.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember what I know. I don't know nothing tonight. The worst thing I could have done was pick
Chris, you're
Guami.
suspended for 3 games. Okay.
Yeah, I could have killed. That would have just topped off my night. I would have been like, yeah, I used it on Guami. See ya, good bad guys.
The funny weird thing is, you were like trying to protect the Yahoo by claiming the concubine, and I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter if anyone dies at this point because none of us are giving info. There's no more info ever. Like all.
Oh
of our-
no, I did that because I had to confirm that Chris wasn't the pretender.
Somebody's busy. Uh-oh.
So because people could
No,
be the
I
pretender
know
and not know
it's-
that.
no, it's-
So it wasn't confirmed yet.
no.
It wasn't confirmed yet. So I had to make sure about that. Once the next day I went to Chris,
Oh,
he said
no.
he's not the what? Once I went to Chris. the
Oh
next day, he said he's
no,
not the
I don't even want to
majesty.
see this
Then-
crap.
Then it's over.
Didn't you know Scotty with the pawn and Yahoo was?
But I couldn't confirm if Scotty's the
Yeah.
pawn yet. I knew Ayahu was the
I hate
concubine,
you.
but to confirm Scotty, I had to make sure none of the people that I didn't know anything about, Andreas, Alex, Chris, I had to make sure none of them double claim an outsider.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to
Yeah.
suss out the double claim from them. They didn't end up double claiming, so then I confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the weird thing is, it didn't matter which one of us died. After Doug died, it didn't matter. Any of us could have died because none of us were giving info at that
Yes.
point.
Because because you pushed for Doug.
I didn't
You
push for
tried-
Doug. Candace pushed
Yes.
for Doug.
No,
like,
you tried to kill one
No,
of
that
them.
was you.
That
and,
was
and,
you.
and it started making it look like you were the charlatan and just throwing out the queen. Like eventually, because I'm like, okay, I believe Doug now. I know I'm good. I covered the majesty the first night. It just so happened that I picked her and I went straight to her and be like, okay, well, let me fill you out. I picked you. These are my 3 girls. She was like, oh, okay. So, because of the misinformation, us not knowing how to interpret the information, I was a little sus on her the next day. I was like, because I asked Nam that night, I was like, do you find out the role or do you know the person? He's like, no, you just, like the night picks the person, you just find out the roles. And then I was like, so when I looked at the script, Isbadaden doesn't go night 0. So I started thinking, I was like, well, what if she's the demon and she didn't know what to say yet? Like, so I didn't cover her the next night. I covered Adele the next night. So I went to him. But yeah, I knew I was good. And then it almost forced Doug out. And so that's why at the beginning of the game, I was kind of like trying to tell you, like, pump your brakes a little bit. Give everybody else a chance to kind of figure out what's going on. You can't just like get on a bull and go running through the village. Like, chill a little bit.
Good job, Alex, getting the queen. By the way, it's good. It's good to confuse the queen because of the neighbors.
Yeah, because once we confirmed that there's no conspirator, Jason, it should be obvious that there's almost definitely a charlatan. And if there is a charlatan, the go-to thing would be rook or queen.
Yeah, the problem was like Nam gave me all this information, and he said in the first day he's like, I gave extra time so that the majesties can like figure it all out. He gave me the information, and the next thing I know, as soon as I get it, breakout rooms are closed. And I'm like, oh god, I gotta try and figure this out. And then when Jason's like, he should have got a number, and like when even Nam showed it on his screen, it was one pawn. They weren't separate lines. So I just took it as there's one pawn, one scan, like, and that's when like Jason started going after Scotty for not getting a number.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
We do not deserve
I told you, I explained to you.
We
I
were
gave you some
confused.
example. I gave you some example for
You showed us one thing on the phone. Like we didn't know it was gonna be all strung
It should have been
together.
a string of 3 or 4 things.
I'll be 100% honest. As soon as I didn't trust Scotty, as soon as he said, "Well, I know that there's a scoundrel and a pawn," I'm like, "And you didn't get a number? Are you sure you didn't get?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't get a number." I'm like, "You had to have gotten a number. I'm the queen. There's no way you didn't get a number."
But because I had talked to the Majesty, I wasn't claiming Majesty.
But you were acting like you were claiming Majesty.
No, I was just. I would never.
Well, he told
claim-
me.
I would never-
Yeah.
And then like
I was kind of protecting the
Yeah.
Majesty.
Kwame was the herald, and Scotty was Majesty.
And we're asking that Michael is a knight. So there's a lot of confusion there.
Yeah, and then like why ever did you say for us to go after Kwame, Jason? If Kwame was the herald.
So here was the thing.
He could have been a demon.
When Lynn got killed in turn
been.
1, we
Yeah.
thought it was the Isbadudada demon.
Isbadaden.
And that he knew that
Isbadad.
I was going to say bippity boppity boo.
The Dubadada needed.
So we said, well, he could be that and could have killed Lynn because obviously he's like, well, I know that you're the Majesty because if he's that thing that starts with the Y, he would have known that he was the Majesty as well. So
Harold's a great bluff for that.
that was our first thought was we got to kill Kwame.
Well,
because
it's not the greatest bluff because Herald is kind of like expendable role. So.
Expendable.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the next thing. People think, oh,
Not the
just kill
greatest
you.
bluff. Yeah.
Mine too.
No
Me,
one can pronounce
Kwame
it.
was expendable. Adele was expendable.
And everyone didn't kill him. I literally
And
said,
we didn't die.
Isbadad, whatever, that thing. And then everyone's like, let's not kill him. And I'm like,
Yeah, the two expendable people were Adele and Kwame, and they both lived.
Yep.
But here's the
Pretty much.
thing, like the only reason we won is because people also did really well with those rook. Well, I guess not the rook, but
Yeah, not
like
the rook thing.
the knight, and Scotty being the cardinal as
I had
the
no.
pawn.
I didn't know whether I was even going to wake up a second night. If I didn't wake up a second night, I knew it was the friar. Then when I woke up, I'm like, crap. I picked. I don't even know what to pick. So they gave me the hint to pick myself. I loved that idea, and you picked up on it. That's why I trusted you. You go, oh, you're the cardinal role.
Yeah.
So Jason, did you get your number 2 then? Does the Queen get the number and the Majesty?
only the Majesty does, but I talked
Oh,
to
okay.
Lynn after she died. I go, Lynn, like the first thing I said to Lynn was, Lynn, only give your info to the Majesty, no one else, because only the Majesty can help us at this point. And she goes, I am the Majesty. I'm like,
I am the Majesty. Yeah, she did, yeah.
And the thing was, Candace, the reason I was like trying to get you out of the room is because I got the 1 and I wanted to tell Lynn.
Oh, I was ready to kill you, Jason. You about to cuss the fuck out. Listen to me, Jason. You about to see that other side of me that you can't unsee.
Jason, you did
I
that
just want to
one.
left out the room because
It wasn't anything against you. It was like I got a 1 and I wanted to tell her I got a 1, but then she's like, Candace, come, or you asked to come too, and I'm like, well, I can't tell her I got a 1 with you there, so I waited until you were gone, and then I told her I'm like, Candace, maybe you could ask someone else. I was like trying to get you out in any way to go, Lynn.
you
by the
kept
way,
interrupting me, and I'm like trying to understand
Why
how
did-
she only was thinking that Michael was the. It was first it was the friar, and then she said it got changed to the knight. I'm like, I'm trying to probe her mind, like that's not what you're supposed to get. So I'm beginning to doubt her at that point. I'm trying to get that clear. So I'm just thinking you're cock blocking me from figuring out who the demon is at this point.
It's like I was like, I got a 1, and I didn't know what to say.
So why did Adele and Kwame kick me out of my own room? What'd you guys talk about after I left?
I can't even remember, to be honest.
I was like, you guys, I
don't
want to
either.
talk to you. I'm like,
Just like,
I guess I'll just
oh,
leave my
game
own
boy.
room.
Well, it
Yeah,
was funny too. Like Sam before the game was like, "Hey, can I just follow you around the entire game? I'll just spectate you." And I was like, "Sure." I get a roll. And I'm like, "Perfect." I get no night actions. I just sit there, do nothing. I got a friend to talk to throughout the whole night, and then night 2, just sitting there
Not game
talking.
related.
And goddamn Nom pops up in my window. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Not the
Here's the thing.
second night.
Yeah,
I
I have
want
to think
now.
about information before I get all the pretender Majesty and the Giuseppe or something. So I already get the information. Just show you real quick, and I'm gonna end a breakout room so
I
that
think
you
it
will
helped that we
figure out.
didn't have a pretender. That would have hurt.
That's the
Yeah,
idea.
I guess for a first game, I don't want to make it too confusing. I guess.
I'm ready to play again.
usurper as a minion.
Yes.
Yeah,
I want to hear.
I want to play again. Just
Yeah, I
now
want to
that
hear your thoughts from Alex, Andreas, Adele, and Sam, and Lynn as well. So Alex, because I haven't heard you talk a lot about the script.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting, but at least the charlatan role, it was something that as I was choosing people, then I could use one of them as a bluff roll when I thought that one wasn't in play. Usually I'm at a loss because I don't want to run to my demon on the first day or so.
Yeah.
you picked well.
And
It was enough to cause confusion, so you did well.
And the problem too is I couldn't come to, if I would have said, "Hey, Alex, you want to talk? Hey, Michael, you want to talk?" That would have been suspicious because I never do that. So I was just like, I gotta wait for them to come to me.
My thought, Chris, is that I have my bluff built into my role, so I don't really need to talk to you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I didn't know your role. I just knew you were my minion, so I was like, I don't know. That's another thing. I was like, when I killed Doug, I was like, I hope there's not a usurper, or I just lost 2.
Yeah.
Because either one of you could have been the usurper and won by yourself, according to how I read the thing, which might be wrong.
You were Morgana, Chris.
What's that?
Because you weren't Morgana, we would have all won as evil.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
good.
only if Morgana was in play.
Oh, perfect. Shows how much I know.
Andreas?
Yeah, I think for me it was just I tried to figure out a way to find out whether there was a Jabberwocky in play or not. So I thought I had a specific sequence I wanted to look at other people and myself just to see whether there's like a picture coming up with like the Jabberwocky, but that worked out quite well. And then yeah, I'm happy I got Alex on the second round. I tried to go like past my neighbor on it. I was confused about Candice because I misread her part. I was like, what? Why is Lynn still alive? But I didn't recognize that food tester is waking up in night 0 as well. So I thought it was like in the night where Lynn died, and then was so confused because everyone was still talking to Candice and like, what? What's going on? But yeah, that didn't play into